and we are live at Philip D. Weaver Stadium at Centennial Bank Field. Steve, the Vilonia Eagles are going to take on the Farmington Cardinals tonight on this beautiful Friday night. As we get the echo of my amazing voice there, Steve, it's great to be here.
It's good to hear you, man. Got you here stock stereo.
Yeah, I'm all around you, Steve. Hey, I'm Grant McNew alongside Stone Cold Steve Austin. Also in the booth with us today will be Corey Erie, Alan Wade, Tim Nolan on the stat book, and the one and only Ben Duff behind the camera.
Best in 5A.
Best in the state.
That's right. That's right.
We love to see it, Steve.
Hey, we have a big one here tonight. It would be a huge win to take this, move us on into conference. Farmington didn't play last week, so
you're right, Steve.
They've had an extra week to kind of
game plan,
rest.
Prepare, and rest and recover.
But is that going to be a good thing or a bad thing for Farmington?
Well, we may have to find out here, Steve. It could go either way, but you're exactly right. This is a big game for both teams. A 2-hour, 43-minute drive for the Farmington Cardinals, and we've talked about it in basketball season. When you've got to drive that long, you come in about a touchdown or a touchdown behind as soon as the first kickoff starts.
That's right. You come in, you've been riding a bus for almost 2 hours. You get off that bus, you're already kind of fatigued just from the drive. So
right.
You got to woke back up, get ready for the game. So
absolutely,
yeah,
right,
long road trips are tough.
They really are, Steve. You've got to be able to have that sense of endurance. And when you're from a place as far north as Farmington, Steve, are they used to it?
I hadn't seen their buses, but I bet their regular buses probably, not the nice Alma buses, if you will, the charter buses. So
right.
it could play a here tonight. So
hey, Steve, we've got a little treat for the viewers tonight. A couple videos, and I think you'll be featured in them.
I will. Timeout with Todd Langro, but it's not Todd Langro.
Oh,
let's watch it.
That's a short kick. It's going to be fielded by West 35, and he does a good job of just hanging on to the football. Extra lineman, 3 up top. Quick throw to Justice. He makes the catch. He's going to have the first down yardage. Just a little stop route.
3-yard pickup.
It's going to go 7.
Ben
Fake
Bartlett
to
back in
Nelson,
the corner at the
screen to
5.
Bartlett makes a man miss, makes the second man miss.
Spins
Spins out of a tackle. Now he's got running room out at the
swarmed by a
35
group
down
of
to the
Cyclone
30. Going to be tackled
tacklers.
down here. He's going to bounce it to the outside on the right.
Get off of me, sucker!
He's got the running room. He's going to go touchdown, B-Town.
Jacob, the one on the field, is listed.
Alvarez, straight keep off the right side. Nice tackle. Who is that getting up off of there?
That's the headhunter.
That's the headhunter. Bartlett in motion. Pop pass to Bartlett. Bartlett looking for room. Cuts it upfield. He's going to have the first down yardage and then some. Good job by him. Bunches that to the top. Myers, straight drop. Throws the out route to Erie. Erie turns it upfield. He has plenty of room for the first down. Gets all the way out to the 35-yard. Get up and get going again. Myers quickly has the ball. Throws it to Vines again. Quick. Just a little straight screen pass
and
there.
Vines is going to end up
forward.
Yes.
It's going to be another first down, I believe. Myers gives to Kirk straight up the middle. Kirk still on his feet. Touchdown, V-Town.
He just hit me, hopped his way right on through that line, that middle of that defense.
It was a little hippie to the hoppy. Myers has Bartlett in motion. Fakes it to Bartlett. Rolls right. He's got Justice for the conversion. The Eagles tied up 14-14. Great real yardage out of it. Just thankful to get a hold of all of them. It's going to be Erie this time, out across the 30 to the 35. Puts his head down, fights forward all the way out to the 47-yard line. I've got a shout out to him. I got to go back and look at the names I'm supposed to say happy birthday from. It's going to be Bartlett on the screen pass.
He lost his. He's got an edge.
He's got it. He's at the 30, the 20, the 10, 5. Touchdown, V-Town. Brett Justice and Connor Erie doing work out here blocking. They put 3 guys down out in front of Bartlett.
Maybe a little fake and a go here on the next time we see that. That's Kirk. He's going to miss a break away from a tackle.
Oh, man. That was almost special.
Yes.
And it wasn't that bad. Erie got his hands on it. Seth Kirk straight up the middle. Fighting through tackles like he always does. Going to fight all the way down to the 25-yard line. Fake the pop pass.
Right there, right there,
Myers
right there
gonna
it
go
is.
Right.
Did you see
I
Vines
see
over
Vines.
the middle?
That's
Ooh.
Brett Justice down inside the 5-yard line. Here's the safety is nowhere to be found.
It's going to be Kirk up the middle.
Touchdown, V-Town.
Prime time. Doing what prime time does.
Power eye anyway. Seth Kirk off the right side, and he's in there. Give him the 2 points. Eagles tied up 28-28.
Like it a lot. Just asking.
Alvarez. Good job. That was
There we
Truby got back there
There
first,
we go.
and there's the convocation of Eagles that Miss Cawthon has been looking for. Ball's on the ground. We got to get him this time.
It's on the ground again.
I think the
And
Eagles
we
have
got
it. Eagles have the football.
There we go.
There's your opportunity to flip the game in your favor.
Just rotating over. We got the backside post.
It's going to be Kirk
up
straight
the
up the middle.
How about that?
Nice. He tried to give him the Walter Payton. Millsap is the sniffer back. Seth Kirk straight up the middle. Touchdown, V-Town.
Myers likes it too. That's
Power
prime.
run by Seth Kirk.
Yeah,
Prime
and-
time, baby.
And that's
Territory even at this point. I mean, not probably on our own side of the field. Quick throw to Bartlett. Bartlett. Oh,
What a
my
load.
gosh. Get off to the races. Cannon Bartlett. He just puts his foot in the ground and says, you go that way, I'm going this way. Prime time. Left tackle. Goodness gracious. 1, 2,
Kirk
3,
doing
4,
what?
5 red jerseys to bring Kirk's in the backfield. Myers straight drop. He's got plenty of time, or he's actually doing a good job to avoid. Finds Erie out there across the 50-yard line.
Erie did a good job working in Flavey Kirk again up the middle.
He's got the first down. He's all the way out across the 40-yard line.
Execute our piece.
Kirk straight ahead. Man,
He is chewing up yardage in that middle.
he just a bad snap and something good to happen. Snap's good, and that's going to be the last play of regulation. We're going to be looking at OT, baby.
Time downs.
Yeah, the only thing will be a play clock. First play was it right?
Yeah.
He's
and
still up.
And he's just bouncing. That line is able to get a decent amount.
Alvarez off the right
There
side.
we
Great
go.
play. Who was it coming in from behind? Ethan Cash Money. 3rd and goal from the 9. Castleman looks. Flushed out of the pocket. Being chased. Got Eagles all around him. He's going to go down back at the 12-yard line. Get out.
Yard field goal.
That's no good. That's not even close.
So, that's why you go on defense.
Exactly. Bartlett in motion. Gives to Bartlett. Bartlett's going to
Creates all
keep
that
it.
space.
Erie's got the block, and Bartlett's going to be down about the 1 or 2 yard line. Erie had his. Myers gives to Kirk. Touchdown, V-Town! Eagles win it, 41-35. Tiebreaker points. Newman's kick is good, so Eagles will win it, 42-35.
Wow, what a game.
Linda Marie's, your one-stop shop for fabric, makeup, jewelry, fall decor, and more. Located on Highway 64 in the Vilonia Commons, Linda Marie's is a hidden gem and a staple of the Vilonia community. Linda Marie's is always showcasing seasonal deals and special offers, so come see them today. Linda Marie's, a proud sponsor of Vilonia Eagle Vision and Vilonia Athletics. DNN Construction has been a proud supporter of the Vilonia Eagles as a locally owned and operated business since 2011. For any commercial, residential, and remodeling needs, be sure to call DNN Construction at 501-796-6316. Once again, DNN Construction is a proud supporter of Vilonia Eagle Vision and the Vilonia football team. Go Eagles!
11th season coaching football, so excited to be back.
Awesome. And both you and Lacey are Vilonia student,
Yes.
or Vilonia alum.
Yes, absolutely.
And you were a student athlete here at Vilonia.
Yes, sir.
Tell us about your playing time here.
Yes, sir. So I played baseball and football both here. Lacey was a cheerleader, so we're Friday nights through and through. So I've got great memories as a student athlete here, both on and off the field. There's a certain kind of pride that goes into that you have when it's your hometown, when you've walked the hallways they walk, when you've worn the jerseys they wear. So to me, that's a big deal. And being back home, man, it's an awesome feeling. It's great. Like I said, there's an overwhelming pride to be back here and to help this football program be successful.
Awesome. And you came from Greenbrier,
Yes.
so we'll let you slide on that one.
Glad,
But we're glad
glad
to have
to
you.
be wearing red, buddy.
Glad to have you back home.
Yes, sir. We
That's
are
right.
too.
All right, congratulations on a big win against Clarksville last
thank
Friday
you.
night.
Thank you.
And got a big one tonight. But first of all, let's talk about Clarksville. What did you take away from that game offensively?
Well, man, listen. First thing I want to tell you is there's some great dudes on this staff. The whole staff is full of awesome people, but offensively for sure, Coach Davison, you're gonna hear from here in just a minute. He is one of the best offensive line coaches in the state. I would put him up against anybody, and we're thrilled to have him, lucky to have him. He does a great job with the O-line. He's our run game coordinator. So we're running the ball. We're being successful running the ball. It's because that dude's doing it. So he's really good. Coach Russell, new coach, is our wide receivers coach. He does a great job with those dudes. Real attention to detail. Gets those receivers right, gets them in the right spot, and really prepares them for that. And so those guys do a really good job. The kids played extremely hard. Man, we took care of the football. When you have a Friday night, you don't have to punt. That's good
Yes.
offensively. So we had the one turnover. We don't like that. But as far as going out there and executing, we had the ball 9 times, scored on all 9 possessions, or 8 out of 9 possessions. Like I said, the one turnover. And so that's what you can ask for offensively, is for kids to go out there and just battle and keep playing hard every snap. So it was exciting, man. It was good.
It was a fun game.
Yeah.
Track meet, really.
Oh, yeah.
They would score, we would go down and
Yeah.
score. That's an exciting game.
It was fun.
For sure. Talk about some of your players on offense.
Man, we've got some good ones. Everybody knows Austin Myers. He's the quarterback. Everybody knows that name. He's good, man. Really good athlete. Obviously, with the big time offer that came in earlier in the year. But not just him. I mentioned the O-line up front earlier. Man, those guys are the core of what we do offensively. Without them, we'd be in bad trouble. So, starting running back Seth Kirk, awesome dude, awesome individual, works hard, tough kid. Yeah, one of the toughest kids I've been around. And I'll tell you what, something with Kirk too. He was on my bus on the way home from Clarksville. We're reminiscing the game and we're talking about it. And I said, Kirk, well, how you feel? How many did you score? Well, I don't know, Coach. He said, but I tell you what, I don't really do a whole lot. Them O-line, they do it all. I just run a little bit. Them guys are good. They're the best O-line in 5A West and probably the best O-line in 5A. So that just shows you the character of Seth Kirk and what an awesome kid he is. And out at receiver, typically we have the Hinesley kid, Jamison Hinesley. He'll be back this week. He's good to go. We have Justice and Casper both play one of our slots. Casper will be back again this week, so they'll split some time there. We've got Bartlett, who's explosive. We've seen him do some awesome things this year, and will continue to do so. Fawcett also plays that spot. Good kid, good hands on him. You've got Erie on the other side, and Jerkale. Both of them really good receivers. Erie just always finds a nag to be in the right spot when needed. We had to throw him a couple late ones there at the end, and man, he just made it happen for us. So really good offensive team here.
Yes,
I think so.
Awesome. Talk about Kirk. Have you coached a kid as tough as he is?
Man, what a guy that is, man. He's an awesome dude to be around. Great guy to coach. Tough is a perfect word to describe that
Had
guy.
a high ankle sprain. This last game.
Yeah, so he was hurt a little, but man, like you said, he's just a tough kid, great character kid. He's the type of kid you want on your football team and around. So yeah, he's good.
In your offense, do you like to set the run game first before going to the passing game? How does that work with your offense?
Yeah, well, like I said, that's a group effort there. So Coach D is heavy part of the run game and ideas and what we're doing. Coach Russell has a play in that as well. And so I really believe that, yes, that's where we like to start. And I really believe that we can run the ball. We're going to find a way to run the ball on you. We're going to make you stop the run. And then once you think you can do that, then we've got something else off of that. We've got an answer off of that. We can throw something quick to Bartlett or throw something deep to Erie or Hinesley or something like that. But yes, going into the game, we're going to figure out a way to run the football, and we really truly believe that we can do that against anybody we play all year.
Gotcha.
So,
All right, we got Farmington coming in tonight.
yes.
What do offense have to do to be successful against their defense?
Yeah, they're good. It's a good defense. It's not a typical Farming team, and I don't mean any disrespect for them, but they've been down a little bit in years past. But this year, I would say that's not the case. They're a good football team. They're ready to be successful, I believe. And so, what we need to do offensively is we need to keep doing what we're doing. Man, we need to run the football. O-line, I tell the O-line all the time, try to hype those guys up because they don't get a lot of love all the time. So I tell the O-line all the time, if you're good, we're good. And so if those guys will play well, then we'll be successful. If we'll take care of the football, if we'll execute, we got a good game plan going in. We've had a good week of practice.
Good.
And so if we'll just go and execute, take care of the football, do what we do, I truly believe we can be successful against Farmington.
Well, good luck tonight,
Thank
and
you.
Hopefully we'll have the W
Yes,
in
sir.
our column.
Yes, sir.
Thank you, Coach
Thank
Sweeney. We'll be right back with Larry Davison. All right, welcome back, Eagle fans. We're here with Larry Davison, the offensive line coach and running back coordinator.
Yes, sir.
All right. Hey, good to have you on Timeout with Todd Langro.
Appreciate it. Glad to be here.
Tell us about yourself. Where'd you come from, your family, all that good stuff.
Okay. I'm originally from Marvell, Arkansas, which is a small little farming community in the Delta. Mom was a teacher, and Dad worked at a bank. And from there, graduated high school, went to ASU in Jonesboro, and my first coaching job was at Newport. Great football tradition there, and
Yes.
I was head junior high coach for several years there, and offensive coordinator and a defense coordinator at different times. And from there, I went to Cave City and took a job with John Bradley, who used to work here.
Yes.
And I was defense coordinator for his staff for 1 year, and we had a really good season and just unbelievable season, actually. And great to work for John, great guy, and he talked really highly of this place, and that's something that I remembered. And from there, I took a defense coordinator job at Riverview in Searcy, and as I was leaving Cave City, John Sweeney was coming to replace me, so that was pretty crazy how this has all come full
Wow.
circle, getting to work with John again, or not getting to work with John, but meeting John back then, and then now I'm able to work with him. So he actually replaced me and became defense coordinator at Cave City
That is pretty neat.
when I left. So spent 9 years at Riverview in Searcy, and from there I was defense coordinator there for years, and also helped with offensive line. And from there came here, and we were living in Cabot at the time, and this was close to home, and tired of driving to Searcy every day. And my wife got a job here at Frank Mitchell, Andrea, my beautiful wife, and she's in her second year there teaching literacy, and she's also doing social studies this year.
Awesome.
And I have 2 kids, Olivia, who her 17th birthday is today,
Happy birthday.
and happy birthday to her. And Isaac, he just turned 8 last month, and he's eat up with baseball. We had a baseball game last night, and he is football and baseball and basketball crazy. So
Awesome.
coach's kid, he probably had no other choice. But
There you go. Sounds like a fun
Yeah.
family there. All right, offensive line, probably the most important part of an offense.
Absolutely.
Talk about your players.
oh man, I've got just such a great group of kids. This is my 17th year of coaching, and you come in contact with all different types of kids throughout your career, and these guys here, like, it's just hard to explain. Like, they really, really want to please you as a coach, and they just work their rear ends off each and every day, and we put them through heck. I mean, it's tough being an offensive lineman,
Yeah.
especially, a 2.5 hour practice, and you're beating on each other through defensive practice, and you come to offensive practice, and those guys are just hammering every single day, and they don't complain. But just going through my list, my seniors especially, Cesar Fuentes and Tristan Bishop, those are our 2 tackles, and they're the heart and soul of the offensive line. And those guys are enormous. They're strong. They're physical. Great kids. I call cerebral players. They're very intelligent. And anything we ask them to do, they're going to get it done. And the only weakness I'd say about those two guys is they're not real vocal, but that's just not them. They just lead by example, and there's nothing wrong with that at all. Then we kind of have a three-man rotation, a four-man rotation going at guard right now with Millsap, Kimbrell, Langley, and Shock. And those four have been rotating in, and honestly, none of them are really separating themselves. So being able to utilize four guys at two positions is huge, keeping those guys fresh. Yeah. And we tend to get pretty strong going in the fourth quarter when we got to have a drive, and you know, we're getting in field goal range, knowing what we got to do here and there. But and then in the middle, most importantly, is our center. And typically now you're seeing odd front defenses every week, so you're going to get a nose guard is usually pretty good. And Watson is just stepped in and filled the huge shoes that Schultz left behind from last season, and he's done an outstanding job for us so far this year. And for me, and the way we communicate, our center has to be the quarterback of the offensive line. So Watson's done a great job with that.
Awesome. What progress have you seen from week 1 to now with the offensive line?
Well, first of all, we've gotten in a lot better shape. I feel like, you know, you look back to the Greene County Tech game and the Batesville game, and we were just dog tired. I mean, after just a couple series, and you know, quarantine had a little bit to do with that. But obviously we can take responsibility for that. Those guys should have been in better shape. But I feel like as it's progressed, those guys have gotten in shape. And playing 4 games where you've had to play 4 quarters, I feel like we're battle tested right now. Where we've had to play 16 quarters of football, and usually it's coming down the last drive. So those guys should be ready to go by now. But I think the physicality and our communication's gotten a lot better. Against Batesville, having guys in new positions, filling some senior spots, there was a major breakdown in communication, and that showed. Austin paid the price for that a couple of times with our communication breakdown. So I feel like we've cleared that up pretty well.
Yeah. And, you know, you talk about, you know, late in the game, it seems like them guys are conditioned where, you know, they're there. They're opening up them holes for the running backs. So kudos to them and,
yes, sir.
And you coaching them and getting them ready for, you know, later in the game. Now, you give away an award every week called the Pancake Award.
Oh, yeah.
For those out there who doesn't know what that is, talk about that.
Well, a pancake award, a pancake is when, you drive a guy and you get him on the ground and you just absolutely finish him off, and usually end up on top of him. And we started that last year. We had Schultz, we had Pierce, A.J. Ray, those guys, enormous, first of all. But they just took pride in just getting on top of somebody and just letting them know about it. And Schultz was one of the best at it. Yeah. And Schultz would do it to guys at practice every day. No one really wanted to go against Schultz at practice. And he would just rub his belly across your face mask after he got on top of you and just demoralize you. But it kind of becomes contagious. So we thought last year, I said, man, we need to make this something these kids want to get, want to do more of. So talked to Coach Langrill, and I said, man, let's do a pancake award. So we buy those guys a $5 gift card to go buy some pancakes every week. So those guys are competing amongst themselves, trying to see who can get the most pancakes. And,
that's awesome.
And so far, it's just been Bishop and Watson that's got it. So I'm really wanting Caesar to step in there, and if he'll get a little lower, he may be getting maybe cleaning up on some pancakes going forward.
And who don't like pancakes?
Exactly.
All right, tonight we have Farmington coming in. How does our offensive line match up with their defensive line?
I tell you, number 44, number 77, those would be two of the better defensive linemen we've seen all year. Now, saying all that, I feel like we are very prepared because of facing Maumelle. They had those D1 guys on the defensive line, and I felt like we held our own against them. Kirk had a pretty good game, running between the tackles against 2 D1 defensive linemen. So I feel like that's going to help prepare us going forward. And there's some things we can do formation-wise and blocking scheme-wise to be able to run away from those guys and influence those guys and just make them wrong. But it's going to be a challenge. It is. And the game's going to be won up front. It typically is anyway. Yes. So I feel like our guys are up to the challenge. They feel like since they've won against Maumelle that these guys, they're not Maumelle. So anyway, I feel like our guys are ready to go. It's a challenge, and I think they're ready for it.
Good deal. Coach, good luck tonight.
Hopefully
we'll come out there with a W and keep on rolling through conference.
Yes, sir. I appreciate it.
All right, Coach Davison, appreciate you. And we'll be right back after these messages.
All right.
When the game is on the line, your team needs a plan. You don't have to know much about football to know that hoping everything works out isn't going to cut it. The same is true for your finances. Hope isn't a plan. Whatever winning looks like for you, You need a financial plan written on paper on purpose to help you work toward that goal. Genwell Financial Advisors. Give us a call at 501-205-7000 or visit our new Conway location at 700 Front Street to get started today.
Are you looking for a pharmacy that does more than just hand out prescriptions in a paper bag? A pharmacist that knows you and your family members on a first-name basis? Well, Vilonia Family Pharmacy is a good neighbor pharmacy located in the heart of Vilonia, offering personal, thoughtful care to its customers. Visit or call today at 501-796-2204 and see why they are so locally loved and trusted. And we are back, Steve. Let's talk a little bit about last week. We get the okay from Corey to talk. It's really amazing having a leader like that behind the camera.
Sitting in the producer's seat right now. I'll be there in a little bit, but he's doing an excellent job right there right now.
You know, and when it starts to get dark, it's great because we don't even need to turn a light on because the stadium lights reflect off of the head and just come shining right back to us.
Oh, man. There goes your pay for tonight.
Oh, he won't do it. We're birthday buddies.
True, and you got it coming up, right?
It is the 23rd, and I expect you to get me a gift this year.
Yeah, it'll be festive. It'll be festive.
That's
a festive gift.
That is what I'm talking about, Steve. Hey, let's go ahead and talk a little bit about last week's game against Clarksville.
What a game, man.
It goes into overtime.
Yes.
Eagle defense gets a big stop. Eagle offense comes out and just handles business immediately.
That's it. You know, offense did an outstanding job there late in the game. You know, you worry about that. You know, got players going both ways late in the game. They're going to be tired. Not last week. Well, they stood up.
They were too pumped up, Steve.
And Seth Kirk, wow.
Oh, my
man.
God. 30 carries, Steve. 30 carries, 160 yards, and 5 touchdowns.
Grant, that's a game right there. That is a great game.
That is a game, Steve. It's a fantastic game. And it came close to Draven Smith's game against BB last season, where Draven Smith, of course, broke the rushing touchdown record for Vilonia.
Yes. I mean, and Seth is a different running back than what he was. You know,
right,
he's more of a power runner than he is, you know, got the speed that he had.
And he's got the speed, just it's not that track speed that Draven Smith had, but it's so difficult to take Seth Kirk down. In fact, some of the people on the Clarksville chain gang pulled me aside during the game. They said, boy, that running back y'all got, Kirk, he just doesn't go down. He doesn't stop.
That's it. You better get a hold of his legs and better stop him because he will power through arm tackle.
Yeah, he will. He definitely will.
And, you know, I don't know if you got to listen to the coach's show, but talking to Coach Sweeney, he said they were coming back from the game, and he was talking, you know, Coach Sweeney was talking about the great game he had. He said, you know, it's not me. It's that offensive line.
Really?
I like that in a player.
You got to love that. And, you know, when you go back and look at the game film, it really was a fantastic game for that offensive line. They did a great job.
It was. And, you know, tonight they're going to have to stand up again. These guys got a great defensive line. They're big. It's going to be a challenge for them here tonight.
It really will be, Steve. So far this season,
it'll be a lot.
Farmington has played only 3 games in 4 weeks. They had to cancel last week due to corona concerns.
Yes.
But they've got 6 total sacks so far this season, and no one has more than 1 sack, so it's really spread out. Anybody can get to the quarterback.
That's it. You know, our defense, I've got faith in our offensive line that they're going to be able to hold them. You know, give Austin some time back there, but if you don't, you know, he's a scrambler. We've seen him on the move, and he can throw it right to a receiver.
You're exactly right, Steve. But this Farmington defense is really something for a lot of teams to fear. They've been astounding so far this season, only allowing 6 points to Roger Heritage. They lost 19-7 to Prairie Grove, and 14-7 they beat Springdale. They're not allowing very many points each week, and they look like a real playoff team.
And that's Springdale. That's a good team there.
Yes.
So you know, we talked about it a little earlier before the highlight reel. You know, they had a week off. How are they going to come into this game? Are they rested or are they rusty? So it'll be interesting to see that here tonight.
What you may see, Steve, is going into the first half, you may get a little bit of that rust, and then they'll come back in after halftime, and then you may see them put it together.
Exactly.
If I had to make an assumption.
Yeah. It'd be interesting. You know, Farmington had that long road trip too. You know, that comes into effect too. So, you know, what kind of start can Farmington come out in. And I think Vilonia is going to be on fire coming out. You know, they have been the past few games. So
I think you're exactly right, Steve. So far, Vilonia's offense these past couple of weeks have been, like you said, on fire. Austin Myers last week, 21 for 25, 228 yards, and a touchdown.
It's pretty good. I mean, like I said, go back to that offensive line. They're giving him time to get set up, find his receivers, and he's getting them there.
Right, and a big name that we saw kind of break out last week, Cannon Bartlett, 8 receptions, 141 yards, and he's got that touchdown catch from Austin.
And you know, Grant, I don't think we talk about him enough. He's just the toughest player as Kirk is. He gets the ball, and you're not going to take him down with just an arm tackle. You're going to have to take his legs out.
And it's going to take a couple of guys, too, because he's really shifty.
Yes, he is. And he's got speed.
Oh,
you know, you're looking at him, you don't think he would have speed, but, man, he'll leave you behind.
He's an athlete. When you look at him, he looks about like Nick Lewis did last year.
Mm-hmm.
He's got about the same build. I mean, he may be a little bit bigger,
mm-hmm.
but, I mean, it's the same type of athlete. He's going to outrun anybody, and he's going to outmaneuver anybody.
Yeah. And, you know, talking to the coaches this week, you know, for the show and everything, we're coming in pretty healthy tonight. So we should see the team at its best.
I really hope so, Steve. We'll get Jamison Hinesley back.
Mm-hmm.
Luke Trubiano is probably more back into the system than he was last week, finally getting a full week of practice. I think he's hungry.
He is.
I think he's hungry. I had the privilege of talking to him during the week here, and he said, look, last week it wasn't a great showing for him. It wasn't too bad. But he's hopeful that now that he's been fully into practice, fully into everything, this should be a really good showing for him, according to what he told me, Steve. And speaking of good showings, we've got a good showing for you now with some sponsors.
When you're in an accident, sometimes it's hard to make a decision on what to do. At Conway Collision Center, we'd be happy to walk you through this mess.
As a family-owned, long-standing company, we walk you through every step of the process while valuing and respecting your car like our own. We'll treat your car like our own. Our reputation depends on it.
Vilonia Pizza Pro is a locally owned and community-oriented business focused on serving the people of Vilonia. Check in regularly for special deals and new menu items. On Friday nights, catch Eagle Vision live in the new dining area featuring 4 big-screen TVs. Pizza Pro of Vilonia is a proud supporter of Vilonia football and the Eagle Vision broadcast.
And Steve, we are back as the alma mater plays in the background. It's a great showing for the Eagle fans so far tonight. They're really showing up in great numbers as best they can with COVID-19 precautions.
Exactly. I mean, we have a great crowd here tonight and great weather. What, man?
Oh, it's beautiful.
Right now, 63 degrees by, kickoff. It's going to be lower than that. We could get in the low 50s, maybe 40s.
And according to your watch, it's 6:46 p.m.
Exactly. And it keeps good time.
It does keep
Gotta
good
love
time.
that watch.
Well, hey, no free clout, just a watch. Okay, just a watch until they sponsor us, which I'm sure is soon to come, knowing how big we are in the broadcast business now.
That's right. And, the viewers we have is just awesome. Last game we had close to 500. So we have a lot of great, viewers that tune in every week.
You're absolutely right, Steve. Everybody just does a great job of supporting the Eagle High School football team. Hey, it should be a good night, Steve.
I think it will. I think we're going to be seeing another exciting game that I think is going to come down to like it did at Clarksville, down to the end, final drive. It's exciting to see, a track meet. They'll go score, we go score. They'll go score, and it comes down to that turnover. It's not be us. It's be Farmington.
You're exactly right, Steve. And speaking of turnovers, I've actually got some stats here. Actually, I've got another stat I want to talk about first. Because you know how I am with my stats that most people don't read off.
You're a stat Nazi.
Look, it's who I am. I love me some stats, especially punting stats Mr. Sutton for the Farmington Cardinals has punted 12 times in 3 ball games with 455 punting yards.
Wow.
Steve, that's an average of 37.9 yards per punt.
So you say he's a pretty good punter.
He's a pretty good punter. His longest one marking in at 54 yards.
Let's hope he outpunts his coverage. Maybe get a run back.
Hey, we may see it, but he's got 5 punts inside the 20-yard line for the Farmington Cardinals. So I think he's pretty good at his job.
Yeah, and that adds a lot to the game. You know, the special teams, they can pin you back, put you in some bad field position. It's hard to get that back.
Right, right. And, you talked about that big turnover that seems to turn the tide in these track meet close ball games. So far, Clarksville has gotten 6 total interceptions on the season. Jacob J. and Cesare Thomas are the 2 leaders in that, both having 2 interceptions. I believe Cesare Thomas is an outside linebacker, and Jay, I think, was the safety, if I remember correctly.
Yeah. And, Farmington, they got some big boys back there. I mean,
they really
offensive line, defensive line, you look at their stat sheet, you look at 290, 224, 253, 244, 263. So, they've had some size. And from watching some game film, some speed also.
Yeah, some speed matched with some power, Steve.
Yes.
Yeah, it's going to be a tough matchup for all of the Eagles. You've got to win every single step. That's something that a lot of coaches preach. Every single step has to be better in some way than the other players.
You talk about our defense. Tonight they're going to have to stay home. They're going to stay disciplined. Get in there to them holes that their offensive line is going to create. We get in there and stop that running game. Hopefully make them go to the passing game, and I think we can take them in the passing game.
Steve, I've got to say I think you're right, but what you've got to watch for is all these misdirection plays that Farmington loves to run. They're going to fake one way, go the other. They're going to fake the other way, go the other. They're going to go straight up the middle. They're just full of little small tricks that sort of remind you of Clarksville, just not on the same scale of every play is a trick play.
Mm-hmm.
But you've got to watch them. They're extremely quick. They're extremely sneaky. And their quarterback can run the ball.
They're two-dimensional. They just don't have just one offense. They have multiple offenses that they can go to. If one's not working, they can switch to another one. And that's going to be tough on a defense, especially defensive coordinator.
Absolutely right, Steve. And Vilonia's defense their secondary needs to be ready for one. Devontae Donovan, he's a junior with 16 receptions, 139 yards on the season, and 2 touchdowns.
Pretty quick. He's a quick boy.
He really is. His longest reception is 57 yards with that run after catch. It's a tough matchup.
It is.
You've got to be on him.
Our corner's got to be ready. They got to be on him. Stick with him. Maybe knock some passes down, get in the way. Hopefully we can shut him down tonight.
Hopefully you're right, Steve. We're going to see a lot of running plays, and then almost every single passing play, it's going to be a play action, roll to the left, or a play action, drop back, and a slant.
All right, we got minute and 11 left in this segment. What's your prediction for tonight?
Bold prediction. Jake Fawcett, 1 interception. Jamison Hinesley, 1 interception. Luke Trubiano, 1 fumble recovery.
I like it. I like the way you think.
I think it's going to be a big night for turnovers. What about you, Steve?
Well, again, turnovers, it'll come back to bite you. We got to keep them limited. I think we'll be able to run with these guys. I think we're looking at about a 35-27 game, Vilonia.
Steve, I've got one more bold prediction for you. Now, you may disagree with me, but I doubt it because it's pretty bold. Noah Newman, a 37 yards exactly on his field goal. 37 yards.
Well, he can do it. There's not a doubt that he can't. And, we saw him last week. He missed an important field goal there at the end. I think he'll make up for that tonight.
Hey, and I bet you he makes a 15-yard field goal at halftime. That's my other bold prediction.
I like the way you think, Grant. It's
going
to be an exciting game.
It should be an exciting game. And speaking of exciting, we've got some more videos to show you guys from the sponsors.
The new Hawks homes, you will be amazed the moment you walk in.
Check out our website, take a virtual tour of our homes, see us on Facebook. There are hundreds of floor plans to choose from.
Our family team is trained to design the perfect home for you.
We deliver anywhere in Arkansas and surrounding states.
So come on by and visit the Hawks family today. You'll see why we're Arkansas's #1 dealer,
Conway
and Little Rock.
Hawks Mobile Homes, we're home sweet home.
Located on Highway 64 in the Vilonia Commons, Charlie's Corner carries Lucky Brand and Duck Head clothing. Charlie's Corner also offers Oxford golf shirts and polos. Be sure to check out their Razorback apparel as well as Hey Dude and other top name brand shoes for men. Charlie's Corner, always a proud supporter of the Vilonia Eagles and Vilonia Eagle Vision broadcast crew.
Welcome, Vilonia Eagle football fans, to Philip D. Weaver Stadium. Captains are coming out for the pregame coin toss. Let's see, Alan, who do we got? We got Archer there is 45, and 63 is Watson, 36 is Buto, and what's the other number, 30? I should have that name, and I don't. That's Riley Waterman. So those are the captains. Looks like Archer's going to be the one that gets to go to the center of the field for the coin toss.
Yeah, tonight out of Farmington, they're going to look a lot like us. They're not going to have the single back sets and like that, but we'll get to see a lot of I formation, shotgun sets out of them, multiple looks. They're going to return 14 starters this year from last year's 6-4 campaign. They finished 5th in the 5A West last year, and so far off to a pretty good start, beating Springdale Harbor, and their only loss coming to Prairie Grove.
Yeah, 2-1 on the season so far. Not to disparage any of the opponents, but I don't think either of those 7A teams they beat are going to challenge your Bryants and your Fayettevilles and Conways for playoff run. But It's stepping up 2 classifications.
It is.
And, I mean, Farmington, even a 4A school in basketball. So, I mean, however you want to split it, stepping up 2 or 3 classifications and getting a couple of big dubs. I know they're very proud of them. We're the same with, our win over the bigger classification school.
That's
Russellville.
Right. But they're going to pass. They're going to run the ball to open up their passing lane. Cartwright, senior quarterback, coming off 2 years of injuries. He is a very serviceable type quarterback. He's going to make some good completions, 5 yards to the line of scrimmage, and he's going to let his playmakers go make plays. And then when we start covering up that edge, they're going to run it down the middle with their running back, number 24, Caden Elsky. How do you say his last name there, Tim? Elsky is how I said it.
Which number are we looking at?
The running back, Cade Elsky, I think so.
24?
Yeah.
Elsick, I believe.
Elsick?
Yeah. You're putting your K and your I in the different locations. That's all right.
Little dyslexic kicking in.
It happens.
Eagles getting ready to come onto their field, and it is almost Friday nights under the lights.
Man, it's
in the
such
nest.
Great weather
it is.
to play football on a Friday night.
There's not a better way to kick off a weekend than some Friday nights under the lights.
That stinking sun finally got down below the trees over there. As soon as that went down, it dropped like 10 or 15 degrees immediately. It was a thing of beauty. I mean, the lights are on. It's a beautiful fall Friday night for football.
It is, and we do have fall-like weather here early October. Usually we're still sweating at this point. And they make their grand entrance.
Yeah, yes they do. Eagles onto the field. I was trying to give a sign down there because we need to kill that. Hey, we can kill that.
Getting some help from some other folks here in the box tonight for the walkout music. We appreciate that.
Yeah, I failed to tell them that they need to kill it as soon as the guys come through the sign so that they can hear the band play the fight song. Appreciate it, Drew. So, playing a little special intro for the guys out there with the fog machine and the whole 9 yards. Yeah. So, were you paying enough attention to the coin toss to tell them what happened?
No.
We never do a good job of that.
No, we don't.
It's like we've never seen a football game or something.
Oh, Farmington won the toss and elected to receive.
Okay.
So I knew obviously we were kicking off, but
if you have
didn't know if we won and deferred or.
If you have a walkie, you need to go to number 4.
Number 4.
If you want to talk to G-Rant on the sideline. And I can never remember how. Yeah, push the menu button once and then push the up. There we go. And I think when it quits flashing, we're good. Okay, so, Noah Newman's going to kick it away to the Cardinals to start the game. Number 3 and number 4, I believe, are back deep for Farmington. Bigfoot puts a charge into it. It only gets back to the 5 this time. Out across the 10.
So Waterman can come lay the wood.
Riley Waterman, streaking down the field and just wrapping up, making a sure tackle.
That's right. He stayed in the lane and closed it down quickly. And that's a good start for the Eagles as Farmington don't even reach the 20.
Hinsley back from the concussion protocol last week. Is going to start there at the free safety spot. You got Jaquel Lovelace over on the near side corner. Fawcett's the far side corner along with the headhunter and the down safety. First play is a toss sweep. And who is that fighting off that block? Was that Cash?
I can't tell.
I think that was Ethan Cash money. Nice. I mean, he was getting blocked, fought off of it, and goes and just lays lick on the running back. No gain, 2nd and 10 now for the Cardinals. Gwynn comes off a little gimpy. He's a tough guy, though. He'll be back out there here in just a moment.
He just does make it to the sideline.
Cash, the other down safety, opposite side of Josiah Nelson, the headhunter. We'll get the linebackers in the line momentarily. Gives to the back, and he's hit immediately and stacked up. I think he's actually going to lose a yard down. They might give him the line of scrimmage. Still going to bring
I think
him
they will.
down.
That D-line doing a good job, and them linebackers doing a good job just closing that off-tackle gap down.
I was watching it on my screen here. My screen's a little bit delayed from what's going on in real life. And They got 0 push. I mean, we drove them into the backfield basically on that play. Lovelace comes up in press coverage, and I think they're going to flag him actually. I didn't think he got that close, but apparently he did. I think his toes are on the line there, so I mean, I don't know. I was watching it here on the screen. I don't know what. We got audio playing again. Check your YouTube again.
Yeah, so Farmington, they're built a lot like what we want to do. We want that running game to open up the passing lanes. So if we can keep that closed down and put pressure out here on the edge, like Lovelace was trying to do, that's going to be
play action,
be good for us.
Wide open receiver, and he just nobody anywhere close to him. The pass was put on the money, and he can't make the catch.
It's just a little out route he runs there, and he broke some coverage. And Cartwright able to put that on him. It's certainly a first down.
Yeah, Chase Brown was the intended target. He's a tight end. I didn't see where he lined up prior to the play, but I would assume somewhere in there tight or even in the slot back position. But, yeah, he was wide open out there. Yeah. That's something the Eagle defense is going to have to definitely pay attention to. Hinsley back deep to receive the punt. Punter's got all day. He gets away a sidewinder. It's going to Eagles going to run away from it, and it's going to roll out of bounds over around the 43-yard line. That's where the Eagles will take over on their first offensive series. Steve, do you got a commercial keyed up for me? All right, let's do that.
Linda Marie's, your one-stop shop for fabric, makeup, jewelry, fall decor, and more. Located on Highway 64 in the Vilonia Commons, Linda Marie's is a hidden gem and a staple of the Vilonia community.
Eagles quickly to the line to start the series. Myers with Kirk in the backfield. Farmington shows blitz. It's going to be Kirk. He is hit in the backfield. I think they're going to call it a yard loss. It'll be 2nd and 11. It's almost like the Cardinals knew we were going to do that.
They slanted that away right into the run play, and they did a good job closing that down. Of course, they're being led there by their nose guard, number 77, Ingram.
Trips to the left now. Erie, the lone receiver, up at the top. Myers is going to throw quick out to Erie, and it's out of his reach. That's going to bring up 3rd and long.
Well, we got the 3rd down pretty quick there.
We did. Nothing that the Eagles' offense hasn't faced before, and you got to believe the coaches are dialing something up here to get us out there across the 50-yard line.
Got one safety over the top.
Myers straight drop. He's getting pressured. Throws the tunnel screen to Hinsley. Hinsley's got room. He's going to have to fight, and I believe he got there. It's going to depend on the spot.
Yeah.
They're going to give it to him. Yeah, first down.
Yep.
Great job, Hinsley, on the run after catch.
Yes, that line done an outstanding job getting out in front and giving him a lane to go.
Well, you had the other 2 receivers out there helping him out as well. It's going to be Kirk straight up the middle. He's tackled after a 6-yard gain, a 7-yard gain out to the 40-yard line.
Once they realize they're going to have to protect that edge, that's opening up that middle right there for Kirk, giving him some bigger alleys. Not that line's not giving them alleys big enough already.
Well, it's a lot. It's a lot easier to defend if you're not concerned about the guys on the outside, hurting you. If you just think you got a key on Kirk, well, first of all, you're dead wrong. He's good, but we've got good receivers as well. Good block there by Justice on the first tackler, but Kirk cannot evade the second tackler. He's going to use. I guess he's back to the line of scrimmage. It'll bring up 3rd down and 4.
Farmington done a good job. I didn't see who was out here blocking it, but they blocked him right into where Kirk was wanting to get to that edge, and Kirk had to shift back in.
Ooh. Kirk is hammered. There's a flag on the play. Not sure what that one's going to be from the official it came from or the area it's thrown in. It's going to be interesting to see the call. They're calling chop block, I believe, is what the initial signal is. So if the Farmington coaches accept it, we're going to get another crack at 3rd down. If they don't, they're going to get to see us run a 4th down play from here.
Against the offense, that's 15 yards from the previous spot. Remains 3rd down.
Okay, so it's going to bring up 3rd and What?
19.
Yep. There you go.
Smart decision by the Farmington coaches. I mean, you don't want to leave us in 4th and 4 right there. We're probably going to get that.
No. So what do we call here? What do we like that Farmington's given us to this point?
I would say if we could get something out quick to Bartlett, and with Erie and Justice blocking for him, maybe there's Bartlett. He's got room and he's got blocking. Spins out of a tackle. He's going to get back to the original line of scrimmage, so we're going to be looking at 4th and 10 from the 46-yard line. It'll be interesting to see what the coaches dial up here.
Yeah, and we're kind of no man's land here. So I like going for it right here. And I like that call. Get the ball quick out to a playmaker and let him make something happen. I like that. Now we got a single safety over the top. That double skinny post.
A hard count here would even be all right.
Yeah.
Myers fakes to – he faked it to Kirk. He threw the slant to Hinsley. There was a skinny window there. Myers does a good job putting the ball in that window. Hinsley was covered pretty decently. He can't make the grab. I don't think he was going to be able to get first down yardage anyways. That's pretty tight coverage.
Yeah, Farmington doing a good job sniffing that one out.
I called it a slant. You called it a skinny post. Same thing. I'm with you. If you've got another receiver over there running interference, what does the defense do?
Yeah.
But, hey, you got a playmaker in Hinsley out there. You trust him to go run his route and a good quarterback to make the throw and see what happens. It's going to be a fake and a throw to the tight end right over the middle. Hinsley makes the tackle, but not before a big gain, and that's going to something that we're going to have to key on because the tight end's been wide open twice.
And it was coming off that play action. That sucked the linebackers down that enabled him to get that little window Brown there right behind that second level of that defense.
Hinsley's going to take a breather. Jack Vines comes on in his spot.
He was the one that come in and made that tackle, and you got to wonder how much punishment he can take tonight coming back off of that.
It's going to be the running back this time out of the backfield. He's going to pick up a couple out across the 35. Should bring up a 2nd and 6.
And linebackers are going to have to be very active tonight to not get sucked in on that play action because that's what Farmington's going to want to do later on once they get this ground game going a little bit.
Speaking of linebackers, it is Trubiano, Ozier, and Schultz out there currently. It's going to be the back this time.
Nope.
Looking for room around left end, and Lovelace lays the initial hit. Cash cleans it up.
Vilonia did a good job just stringing that out. Keep pushing it out until Lovelace is able to come clean that up. I don't think Farmington is going to have the speed to get around our edges tonight. So I think their best bet to get us is between those tackles.
3rd and 4 is what we're looking at here. Elsick is the lone back in the backfield. Quarterback straight drop. He's going to throw to an open receiver on the out route. Tackle's made by Lovelace. It's number 4, Devontae Donovan on the reception. That's plenty for a Cardinal first down.
And Sutton snuck in there and took that snap for the Cardinals.
Oh, a different quarterback?
Yeah. And so Sutton's in the game. He's a senior as well.
So that's the current quarterback is Sutton, number 7?
Yeah.
Tate Sutton, yeah. Elsick in the backfield. Going to be a formation change for the Cardinals. I didn't think you could do that with a quarterback under center ready for the ball. Elsick gets the ball. Headhunter goes and makes the sure tackle.
Headhunter doing what the headhunter does.
It's going to be a 4-yard gain out to the 21-yard line.
That's where this bend don't break kind of defense comes in. We get some fresh legs and their archers checking in.
That was Colton Barrow coming off. He was in there.
Yeah. Watching Farmington in the pregame, their kicker, he was making them from that 20-yard line. So certainly in the field goal range for them.
Sutton stays on at quarterback. Elsick in the backfield. Sutton trying to get somebody in motion.
They didn't like it.
I think the coaches are going to take the timeout here. Let's see if we can get Grant down on the sideline. It looks like he's pulling the old slip and slide move there.
That's a classic move, Corey, if I say so myself. Whoever came up with it is probably a genius.
Well, that's what I've been told.
All right, guys, looks like that timeout was based purely on a miscommunication scenario for the Farmington Cardinals there. Mr. Newman down here wanted a bit of extra motion called.
Well,
last play.
That's what I was asking for on the previous play. The quarterback's up under center ready for the ball, and you got 3 offensive guys moving. I thought that was illegal, but again, I may be mixing my high school rules and my college rules up all again.
You know, it happens from time to time, Corey, and I think I would have to agree with you that it may not be completely legal, but, you know, who are we to say? We're not dressed up in the stripes today.
Nobody's seen me do it. It didn't happen, right?
That's what I'm talking about.
All right, here we go back to the field. Cardinals with a 2nd and 6. Sutton's going to give to Elsick. He's looking for room off the right side. He's going to pick up a few yards and bring up a 3rd and short now.
And again, that's where they're as physical as we are. If they're going to have success, they're going to have to run downhill at us. It's going to bring up 3rd and short, so certainly
it's big boy time now.
Yeah. Think you got to stop them twice?
I think they probably take the 3 points. If I'm Farmington on the road and I get a chance to take the lead in the first quarter, I'm doing it.
I would too.
But we're not in, just like we're not in the stripes, we're not in the minds of those coaches over there. Sutton drops straight back, throws the intercepted by Jarkel Lovelace. He's at the 20.
He's
all
gone.
the way out to the 40, to the 50, to the 40, the 30, the 20, 10, 5, touchdown, V-Town! Jarkel Lovelace with a 85-yard interception return for a touchdown.
And that's the problem with the out route. If a cornerback reads it, there's nobody out there to stop it.
And he saw it the whole time. I mean,
did.
The old quarterback did that old slow 3-step drop. I'm going to lean back and throw this ball up. And Lovelace said, not so fast, my friend.
Thank you very much.
I'm taking this the other way, baby. Yes, sir. That's an awesome way for the Eagles to get started tonight.
Changes the whole mindset over there on that sideline, too.
I bet they wish they'd kick the field goal now. We're going to kick it on 3rd down next time.
Certainly not going to throw a 2-yard out route.
That's right. Stout to snap for the PAT. Erie on the hold. Newman will kick it. Snap good, hold good, kick good. Eagles lead it 7-0 off the Lovelace interception return for a touchdown. Grant, wow, what a little change of events that was.
Hey, how about Lovelace showcasing the speed right there down the sideline?
Turned on the afterburners, baby.
Hey, he was running from people who probably couldn't say his last name right on the first try.
Yes, absolutely. Alan called it about the 35 on the other end down here. He's like, he gone.
You know, I've actually got him beat, and you can ask Mr. Newman about this. In the timeout, I said next play, pick 6, and it happened.
I'm going to text him and find out.
Do it right now, and I promise you I'm telling the truth.
We will do it. Man, that's an exciting way for the Eagles to get started. Stadium got loud. That was a fun play right there. Back to the field here. Newman set to kick it away. That is 3 and 4 back there deep for the Cardinals. Josh Cartwright and Devontae Donovan.
Donovan was the intended receiver on that last pass.
Noah Bigfoot Newman approaches the football. Puts the big foot into it. It's going to go back to the 6-yard line this time. He's out to the 20, spins out of a tackle there, but gives ground, and Cash Money goes and takes him down. Some kind of flag at the end of the play. What is that going to be?
Spider says face mask. I thought it had him around the ankles, but
it was the other tackler. It was the guy in front, and it was no, it was not a personal foul. Horse collar. Okay, that is an absolutely horrible call.
Atrocious.
You tackled by the lower part of the leg, and you get a horse collar tackle. That's the moronic call of the year, and we're only in week 4. I mean, that's ridiculous. Wow.
It's going to set up Farmington at the 30. So let's see if they go back to between the tackles right here.
I bet they don't throw the little 3-yard out.
We shut their edge game down to this point.
The starting quarterback back. Elsick's going. Yeah, he tries to go outside, and Vines comes down all the way from the free safety position to make the tackle. Half-yard gain or so on the play. It'll bring up second and long 9.
And I realize as a play caller, you got to keep everybody honest everywhere on the field. Their true success has been between the tackles.
Yeah, absolutely. Cartwright. I said the original quarterback. I couldn't come up with his name on that last play.
Cartwright's back in the game.
Yeah, he was back in on that previous play. So I guess they're going to play 2. Gives to Elsick.
Between tackles.
Yeah, exactly like you said. I mean, he was headed out, and he cut right inside that left tackle, and there was yardage to be found.
And I'm wondering sometimes if that running back Elsick is just getting the wrong read off his blockers.
Yeah, it could be that. I mean, and it could be. I mean, I don't know if they're running a zone scheme or if it's set play calls from the other coaching staff. If it's the zone scheme, absolutely he could be getting the wrong read off of his initial read off the blockers. And I don't know, maybe our linebackers are a little happy and a little over pursuing right now.
Yeah.
22 comes in motion. It's going to be Elsick straight ahead. He's going to be very, very close to the first down. That's an extremely good spot. I mean, his feet were at the 40-yard line. My goodness. First down for the Cardinals at the 39. I mean, the 41.
Go.
Golly, it's got me all bumfuzzled.
It does. Nobody like that. Nobody in the house like that spot except the folks on the west side of the stadium.
All 12 of them enjoyed that. No, there's more than that over there. I just like to make that joke.
Woo!
Boy, we just almost came up with that.
Yeah, Ozier doing a good job making that read. Took his initial read step forward, quickly reads the pass, jumps up, and almost has another pick.
That was Brown coming from that tight end position again. And the Eagles are going to have to, as we said earlier, continue to stay focused on making sure we've got that middle of the field covered up. Elsick this time, straight ahead.
No.
Was that Trubiano?
Yes.
Getting him wrapped up and swinging him backwards?
Was it Ozier? That was Ozier.
Oh, it was Ozier. Okay, yeah. I thought Truby come down and got that.
Truby was on it. He come in, but I think it was Ozier that got the initial grab. Being real physical. And this is going to be one of them kind of slobber knocker games. Farmington's, I mean, they're tough.
So far, neither of the quarterbacks have even attempted anything very much down the field.
No,
everything's short.
Right here's
Cartwright's rolling left. He's going to try to get it. He's nowhere close to the first down. It's going to be 4th and about 5. It's actually 4th and 6. He stepped out of bounds at the 45-yard line.
He had a receiver. His eyes must not have been downfield because he had Hummel.
He had
behind the defense.
He had plenty of running room also, and he jumps out of bounds right there like he didn't want to take a shot. So we're going to get to see the Cardinals punt it again.
Well, as I didn't hear if they covered it in the pregame. Cartwright, he's been injured the last 2 years, so he's just wanting to get the season.
Okay, well that makes sense.
He's just wanting to play.
Tate Sutton is the punter. Kicks a very high punt. Eagles need to get away from it. It's going to bounce at the 24-yard line and take a big Cardinal roll all the way down inside the 15. Eagles will take over 1st and 10 at their own 14. Steve, hit me with some commercials, please.
Hit me with your best shot.
DNN Construction has been a proud supporter of the Vilonia Eagles as a locally owned and operated business since 2011. For any commercial, residential, and remodeling needs, be sure to call DNN Construction at 501-796-6316. Once again, DNN Construction is a proud supporter of Vilonia Eagle Vision and the Vilonia.
Back to the field. Myers with Kirk in the backfield. Kirk off the right side. He's got running room. He's making tacklers miss. Runs out of bounds all the way up at the 38-yard line. That's where Eagles are going to have their next 1st and 10.
It's like just a little counter play right there. Get the 23-yard pickup there on Kirk.
And that was just a little misdirection run, like a
little counter.
Yeah, a counter run. Said I'm going to go inside, but whoop, now I'm going out. Kirk again trying the left side this time. Now we're seeing a little primetime action.
Yes.
First tackler tried to reach and grab. You ain't going to do that to primetime.
No. Hey, and if you remember going back to that first rushing play, you said it was like they knew what was coming. That's what that counter does to you. You've got to play your gap.
Kirk again, straight ahead. Minimal gain. Give him 2 yards that time out to the 40-yard line and bring up 3rd and 4.
Little play action right here. Little play action pop pass.
Yeah, see what we're going to do. We're going to send 3 to the near side. Kirk's going to stay in the backfield this time. Erie's all alone up top. You do have that one safety, but he is shaded to the side of the 3 receivers.
Last week we seen this. Erie ran that little stop route.
Kirk motions, and they throw the screen pass to Bartlett, and I don't know if we missed a block there or what, but there was a tackler on Bartlett really, really quickly.
Yep.
The Eagles are going to punt.
Yep.
Illegal motion against the offense. That penalty be declined. 4th down.
Illegal motion?
Yeah.
I missed it.
I mean, it was nothing worse than what we've seen the Cardinals do a couple of times. Because the only motion was Kirk.
Yeah.
He was in motion when the ball was snapped, but he wasn't motioning forward. He had already broke out towards Erie because I thought they were going to let him go set up out there in the slot and go with a full-out empty set. Hinsley gets away a good punt. It's going to bounce at the 33. The headhunter's down there, and number 11 done heard about him. Tate Pickens has heard about the headhunter.
No, do not want none of that. 44-yard punt there by Hinsley.
Let's see if we can catch up with Grant really quickly before this play gets started. Grant, offense struggling to get it going right here early in the game.
You know, Corey, they really are, but what you're seeing is good drives that are getting negated by penalties and just simple mistakes. So we may see them put it together here pretty quickly.
I mean, I've got all the faith in the world in these guys as we take it back out to the field. I mean, you know, they're going to get the offense going. We have every game so far and don't think any differently here. Good run by Elsick there to start the drive for the Cardinals.
I was watching Grant, didn't even realize. So, what happened?
Just a little off left tackle run.
Yeah, there you go. Farmington's been doing a good job. Pretty effective moving the ball between the 20s.
Between the 20s, yeah, that's what I was going to say. 20 to 20, they're pretty good. When the field shrinks, they tighten up just a little bit. Or maybe that defense stiffens, whichever way you want to look at it. They may be, yeah, they're going to let this clock expire on the first quarter. And with that, we will catch up commercials. We have a couple to catch up on. Okay, so after we catch up commercials, we'll come back and catch Grant if we still have time.
When the game is on the line, your team needs a plan. You don't have to know much about football to know that hoping everything works out isn't going to cut it. The same is true for your finances. Hope isn't a plan. Whatever winning looks like for you, you need a financial plan written on paper on purpose to help you work toward that goal. Genwell Financial Advisors. Give us a call at 501-205-7000 or visit our new Conway location at 700 Front Street to get started today.
Are you looking for a pharmacy that does more than just hand out prescriptions in a paper bag? A pharmacist that knows you and your family members on a first-name basis? Well, Vilonia Family Pharmacy is a good neighbor pharmacy located in the heart of Vilonia, offering personal, thoughtful care to its customers. Visit or call today at 501-796-2204 and see why they are so locally loved and trusted.
Back down to Grant briefly as the teams are coming onto the field here for the start of the second quarter. We were talking at the break, Grant, a little bit about what's the offense going to have to do to get it going. Just got to get a little sync, a little momentum.
You know, Corey, I don't think there's really much to do other than just stay out of our own way at this point. Like I said earlier, it's been a lot of penalties, simple mistakes, really just tripping up the Eagles' offense so far.
100%, Grant. Here we go. Cardinals looking at a 1st and 10 at their own 31. Motion by the Cardinals. It's going to be Elsick off the left side. Colton Barrow was back there. He couldn't get it. The tackle. Cash was back there. He couldn't make the tackle. Fawcett runs the back out of bounds.
Stretched the field and got about 4 or 5.
Had 2 guys with a shot at him back there in the backfield, and just nobody could get a hold of him. That old. It kind of looked like that old, not exactly, but like the old stretch play that Manning and what was the running back with the Colts? They used to run it all the time.
Oh, Edgerrin James.
Yes, they were masters at that stretch play. This is Sutton this time, and the quarterback a push off by the receiver. That's the only way he got room to make the catch. How does nobody see that? I mean, we call a horse collar on a clean tackle, but we don't call it. I mean, golly, guys. I mean, I gotta give myself credit. I've done a good job staying off the officials all year. This game is trying me.
It is.
It is trying me.
Dadgummit.
That was blatant.
Yeah. Dude.
Wow. I mean, it's easy to catch the ball if you can shove the guy defending you out of the way to get it, you know?
Yeah. Yeah.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
Moving along.
Let's go.
3 or 4 yards on that first down run. Brings up a second and, say, 3-yard gain, so 2nd and 7.
I just think they're playing Marigo. They're just swapping quarterback. I couldn't get it out. It didn't come out right. So I just killed it. Abort.
Quarterback carousel.
There you go.
Okay, yeah. I thought that's where you were going.
Yes.
That's Donovan with the jet sweep. Cash is getting held.
Nope.
And no flag on that. Who makes the tackle? Is it Fawcett? Yeah, Fawcett comes in and makes the tackle. Not before a couple of yard gain. 3rd and 4 is what the Cardinals are looking at.
Coach probably called the same pass play. Run that push-off play again.
Yeah.
That's the name of the play.
You think that's what he called it? Run the push-off.
Yeah. Donovan, you get up top here. Get at the top of your route.
Just shove your guy as hard as you can. You'll be open then. It's going to be Elsick instead.
He got a good push there.
He did get a great push there. Him and his line both. Bodies everywhere on the ground that time. They're going to give him a first down.
Well, they ain't looking at it long.
No, it's like junior high. It's like, we got close, just give it to him. Let's keep moving.
Yeah.
I mean, that the nose of the ball is at the line to gain, but the official never even checked up. He just said, let's just call it first down. Let's just keep moving.
They must have a long trip back home.
It wouldn't hurt. They keep the clock going.
Yeah.
Hurry up. Who knows? Donovan. Fake to him. Sutton rolls right. He's getting pressured.
Oh, good run.
Yeah, it was a really good run.
He hurdles Headhunter there at about the 25. And we finally get him corralled there between the 20 and 15 there at the 16. That was just all on Sutton, too.
Yeah, because we had two guys back there in the backfield with him. They didn't do anything wrong. He just ran away from them.
Defensive backs had everybody covered up.
Yep.
We got some pressure. Sutton just made some moves and just made some things happen.
Sutton's going to give to Elsick this time. Elsick looking for the left side. Cash Money and Fawcett said no.
You ain't getting no yards over here.
You can come our way, but it's not going to work real well for you. 2-yard gain.
Yeah, that side right there, Fawcett and Money, they're doing a good job closing it down.
Second and 8 is what the Cardinals are looking for, or looking at here, rather. Sutton gives to Elsick straight ahead. Eagle defense plugging the gaps up that time. Ozier and Schultz coming up on the tackle there. Truiano was in the area. I'm not sure if he really got in on it or not. Might have been a lineman down in there, but I couldn't pick him up coming out of the pile.
Childress is going to check into that zero technique. Hey, it is 3rd down and a good 5 here. Farmington's been pretty successful tonight on these 3rd downs. You got the push-off play, and then you got their little stretch plays, and
play fake. Sutton rolls right. Nice. Actually, it looks like it's intercepted by Vines. They're going to say incomplete. Vines says he has it. Let me watch the. Man, I don't know. So our camera was far away. I'm looking on Steve's. He caught that ball. From what I'm looking at on the replay, he caught that ball. We got it over here, guys. He caught it. Yeah, he caught it. It was an interception, yeah. So 26 is the kicker, Luis Zavala.
Dadgummit. Did they?
False start on the Cardinals.
Oh, there we go. That's going to push the kick back 32 yards.
So Sutton is the holder. He's played quarterback, and I guess he's only played quarterback so far. I think he plays defense too, doesn't he?
I hadn't noticed him on that side.
Zavala is the kicker. Kicks away, and I think it's good. It is.
Yeah.
It's good. Sneaks inside the right upright. Eagles lead it 7-3. Grant, from our great camera work up here that we had going on, it looked like a Vines interception. What did it look like from the field level?
Corey, I think we're actually reviewing it right here with Madeline's camera. He so caught it. That's a quote from Madeline.
That's exactly what. We played the replay 2 or 3 different times, and we had a catch from our camera. So we got a catch from ours. She's got a catch from hers. Eagles robbed of an interception.
And Corey, you didn't hear this from me, but the sideline referees definitely thought it was an interception. The back referee, he called it incomplete.
I'm just going to reserve comment on the referees tonight, or so far tonight.
No, they haven't been too bad. We've definitely had worse.
I'm not going to go that far just yet.
Well, it is early. We'll see.
It is early. All right, Cardinals out to kick it away to the Eagles. You got Bartlett and Vines actually back there deep to receive. Erie, Lovelace, Kirk, and Fawcett on the next level forward. Zavala.
He's going to pooch it.
He is. Tries to kick it in that corner. Fawcett comes up and makes the fair catch at the 35-yard line.
Hey, I like starting off at the 35. I mean,
yeah.
40's a little better, but 35's a good spot to get started.
That's the
8:08 left here in the second.
Greenbrier Panther kickoff. They try to kick it in that little corner sometimes and catch you not ready. So Myers is going to bring his guys out onto the field. Looks like Millsap is in at a sniffer position.
The 12th offensive play of the night.
I think we have – that's Kirk straight ahead. That was a weird set. We had some extra beef over on the left side of the line. I can't see who all it was. I knew it looked like we had an extra tight end over there or whatever.
Well, what do they call that set with Millsap when he's in the sniffer? Is that the choo-choo?
I don't know what this one is called because you've got a sniffer and a tight end, so I don't know what they actually call this one.
There's a flag.
Yeah, it's probably going to be a hold on the Eagles.
That was a quick flag, if that was a hold.
Wow. On the offense, 10 yards from the spot of the foul.
I mean,
repeat second down.
Kirk barely got the ball when the flag come out. It was a quick one. He held right away.
Yeah,
well, we're going to have to find a way to overcome it, whatever.
Whatever
the calls are. Let's go make a play.
Yeah, that's not what I'm
I'm
referring to that, but anyways, just letting my mind wander there.
Yeah.
Let's see here. Eagles are going to go with one of their more traditional sets, shuffling guys on and off the field, trying to get all the right personnel in now. Got Justice and Bartlett and Erie on this side. Hinsley's up at the top.
When we get a break, I got some scores in.
It's going to be a screen to Bartlett and another hold. Yeah, that's weak. If we're going to call that a hold, we need to call that a tackle out of bounds.
Exactly.
And I'm not saying that Justice didn't hold, but it's the minute he realized he had his jersey too long, he lets it go and did not affect the play whatsoever.
No. The guy had an attempt to make the tackle and missed.
And then Bartlett gets slung 3 times out of bounds and thrown down, but no flag was the other thing we're referring to.
On the offense,
So just like Grant said earlier, so far the Eagles their own worst enemy.
So, yeah, we got to get out of our own way here.
2nd and
a mile,
30-ish. Yeah, because 2 holdings would be.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What do we draw up here in the sand? It looks like we're getting some pressure off the edge.
Myers straight drop. Loads up, and he is sacked. 2 Cardinals there. A third one comes in late. They want to say that you're you were pointing the right way the first time, 29. He was pointing our way.
We have lost 24 yards on this play, or on this. So it's third
and halfway back to Farmington.
And 34. We do have to get it to the 45 for a first down here. So
Myers fakes to Kirk, pump fakes. Now he's just going to run, get what he can get. Wisely steps out of bounds. Going to get Hinsley some breathing room for a punt is all it's going to amount to, though. Miss Osier says too many towels on the tundra tonight. Too many Yankees in the hay.
Yep.
So coming up at halftime, we've got something a little bit special and different than what we normally do. Not a traditional halftime show. We're going to have a fundraiser for a young man who had a tragic accident here in our community, and we'll talk a little bit more about it as it goes along, but we'll have all the action of the fundraiser from the field. High snap. Hinsley handles it. Doesn't get away the best of punts, but let's see what kind of roll it takes. It does take an eagle roll, thank goodness. It hit at the 50 and it's going to roll all the way down to about the 38-yard line. That's where the Cardinals will take over. And Steve, where are we at? We at commercials or what? Okay, so talking about Corey Nowlin, they're going to do a kicking for Corey at halftime where fans in the stadium are going to get an opportunity to come down for $1, Alan.
$1.
$1, you get a chance to kick a field goal from the 5-yard line, which amounts to a, 10, 15, and 22-yard field goal?
That's it.
You kick a 22-yard field goal.
And you said you could do it.
I could kick a 22-yarder, yes. Elsick on the counter play. It's going to be ridden down by Schultz, I believe. Yes, that's Schultz. Anyways, they kick a 22-yard field goal, they win $500. Now, here's what I've been told. So far, the high school football team itself has raised $788.
Okay.
What did they do with that $788, you ask? Oh,
yes.
Let me tell you. They took the opportunity with that $788 because the chances are one for that's Elsick again off the right side. He's going to get the first down yardage, but a good sure tackle there by Trubiano and a couple of other guys. Anyways, instead of just taking that $788 and saying, hey, we're going to donate this,
right?
They bought chances for Noah Newman to get to kick the field goal to win the $500. 1,400 chances. I think stuffed the ballot box.
Yeah, I think they're going to win that one.
Yeah, so, and what I'm being told is when Newman gets his name drawn and kicks this field goal, they're going to donate that $500 winning.
Dadgummit, Archer had him right there in the backfield.
That's got to be a hold is what the flag is. Archer did a good job to slow him up till another Eagle could come on and clean it up. But, yeah, being told Newman's, they stuffed the box, Newman's going to kick. He's going to win the $500, and they're going to donate that to the family as well. So,
well, good.
I
hope he can hit it. One of them.
Yeah, surely. I think Newman could kick a 22-yarder left-footed. He is. We don't call him the Bigfoot for nothing.
Go. I was wondering if you was going to tie it in.
Hey, sometimes it takes me, sometimes I go to Farmington to get to Greenbrier, but,
we get there eventually.
Yeah. So after the penalty yardage, Cardinals are backed up to their own 41. It brings up first and 20. Oh, Donovan almost dropped that. Somehow hangs on to it on his fingertips.
He didn't want to get hit either.
No, it's like if they got somebody coming at them, they just get out of bounds. We got a comment here. I don't know. Did we say something about a Yankee? I don't remember saying something about a Yankee.
I don't think so.
We said hanky.
Hanky in the hay.
Hanky in the hay. Hanky.
Yep. Not a Yankee.
Yeah, and then I got somebody saying, is Chris Wallace the lead official tonight? It feels kind of like that. No, Mr. Trump, you need to stop interrupting. But Mr. Biden, you go right ahead. It's going to be a keeper by the quarterback. Oh, his stutter step was no good for him. He just got smoked by a convocation of Eagles.
Yes. Good job by that side of the line, just stringing it out until help can arrive. At some point, they're going to give that up. But I like it.
4 minutes to go, just a little bit more than 4 minutes to go until the and they called him inbounds on that. They're letting the game clock run.
They are.
I mean, it's lazy is what I'm seeing. And that's the most frustrating. Cartwright, play fake, rolls right. He's looking. And Trubiano got there, couldn't do it. Childers got there, couldn't do it. The headhunter literally rides him out of bounds.
Just hopped on the back and said, let's go. But you're going to the sideline.
Both of his feet were off the ground. That was great. Hi, Garrett. I see you down there.
It's going to bring up a 4th and 12 for the Cardinals. So we do get another chance. We could potentially double up here with 3:52 left in the half. But we're definitely, we're definitely going to have to change what we've been doing to this point.
Well, let's
offensively.
See. We tried to establish the pass. Yep. Tried to establish the run the traditional way we do it. We tried to put in a heavy package to establish the run. And, I mean, it's just not – whatever it is, it's not clicking for the Eagles tonight. Something delay a game on the Cardinals. So Cardinals doing a little Eagle impersonation there.
Yeah.
Shooting themselves in the foot. I mean, you got to be honest. That's what we've done so far.
Exactly. I mean, it was 4th and 34?
Yeah. Wow.
Or 3rd and 34 a while ago?
Oh, a nice spiral punt. Bounces at the 22. Hinsley picks it up at the 16. He's got a little bit of daylight.
Got a big hit over there. Got to get Hinsley out of there.
Official does go in there to help get him out. Oh, man.
Be nice.
No, it wasn't anything bad. Just I went over there just to make sure there wasn't no extracurricular. he walked right through the middle of all those white jerseys looking at them like, you're not going to touch my boy. Trips to the bottom of the screen for Myers.
That's
top. It's going to be Kirk straight ahead.
Look at that.
Kirk all the way out across the 50-yard line.
They found something there. That was a gaping gap that offensive line created for prime time there.
That was just a straight, like a draw, running back draw play. I like it. Cardinals expecting pass, and we run. Now that time they
closed it up.
They were there.
Still plenty of time though.
Andy picked up 2, even when there was really not much going on there.
And that's him just being a ball player.
So credit to Bishop out here on the right side, to right tackle, to hold his block long enough for Kirk to stick his head down and get 2 yards. 2nd and 8. Kirk again, trying the right side. Ball's on the ground, and Cardinals are going to have it.
Yeah. He got hit right there in the arm, and I seen it pop out. Yep. He had it high and tight.
Oh, yeah. Kirk was doing everything he was supposed to. Yeah. I mean, you can't – it's just one of those things that happens. It's a football play. So the Cardinals are going to get it back with 2 minutes and 58 seconds to play until halftime. Hopefully this Eagle defense can hold up its end of the bargain again.
So 1 turnover – is my count right? 1 turnover for each. We turned ours into 7.
That's the difference in the ball game.
Yeah, and let's see what happens here with Farmington's opportunity.
It's like Farmington came in and they're basically saying, you are not going to do to us what you've done to everybody else so far. We're going to force Myers and his receivers to beat us.
Come on.
Good job by Fawcett to come down. And
he held on because he was out there on the island all by himself, and if he don't hang on to that, I don't think he's got the speed to score, but he's definitely going to pick up first down.
Well, Cash Money was right there tiptoeing, just waiting for a chance to lay some wood. So Cardinals not in much hurry here. 2:30 on the clock.
That I formation.
This is Sutton in at quarterback. Watch for a play action pass. Instead, it's going to be Elsick off the left side. Ethan Cash there first. Fawcett comes in to help out, as does Trubiano and Ozier.
That's been their best set tonight. When they have design runs between the and I'm repeating myself, I know it, but that's when they've been successful, and we're going to have to figure out how to slow it down.
Yeah, well, I think what's happening there is that fullback is going in that. Hold on, let me see what happens here.
Cash money, Reddick.
Yeah, Archer there to help out as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I think what's happening is the fullback's running up in that guard tackle gap and freezing our linebacker just long enough to wait and see, is the back going to follow him through or is the back going to bounce? I think that's what's keeping our linebackers from being as active as they usually are on the night, is when that fullback leads through the gap there. Minute 30, clock rolling, 2nd and 8. Sutton right over the middle of that tight end, and now that's something that they've exploited us with early, but they haven't went back to until just now.
No, they've tried it twice.
Oh yeah, we almost picked one.
We've almost picked two. One we got our hands on. The other ones we just got in the vision of it. So that's the 4th time they've ran that little pop pass.
Sutton over the middle. Good job by Ozier. Ozier was kind of playing center field there that time, and just reaches up and
he's just
wisely puts a mitt on it.
Yeah, he's just reading the quarterback's eyes there.
Yeah, Sutton doesn't do a lot of looking you off. I mean, he pretty much drops and stares straight at where he's going to throw it.
It's going to bring up 2nd and 10.
Minute 11 left to play.
Expect to see something between the tackles.
Steve's off just a little bit. It is a minute and 11. Sutton. Play fake. Looks. Going to throw to the right. Oh, great job by the headhunter, Josiah Nelson, to knock the pass down.
He was right there in perfect position in that back pocket. And he didn't have a window to throw it in.
You're seeing the replay on the screen. Both Lovelace and Nelson had tight man coverage out there, and both played excellent. Sutton really had nowhere to go. Can't say enough good about the defense tonight. And as we've said, other times, offense is going. They're going to click. They're going to get it going before the game's over with. There's no doubt in my mind. Sutton straight deep coming. Drop. Yep, it's a screen to Elsick. He's not going to get near the first down. He does pick up 5, but
they're in their kicker's range here. It'll be interesting to see what they're going to do with 58 seconds left. That would be a 35 plus 7 is 42 yards. Farmington's going to take a timeout. Think about it.
Farmington takes the timeout. Grant, Eagle defense doing a pretty great job so far in the first half. Did you see the tight coverage by Lovelace and Nelson on that previous pass play? Not the screen, the one before that.
Yes, I did, and it was pretty incredible, I must say.
Yeah, I mean, Sutton really had nowhere to go with the ball. So we're talking up here in the booth. Zavala, this is going to be right on the edge of his field goal range. That's the Farmington kicker. What do you think they're going to do? You think they're going to go for the jugular, or they're going to kick the 3?
I think they're going to come out in a field goal formation, try and draw the Eagles off sides, and then if they don't get it, they'll go for it.
So come out in a field goal formation, but go with a hard count out of that? Okay.
I think so. I think that's what they go with right here.
Okay, I could see that happening. They do have one timeout left, so that's the X factor here.
You're absolutely right. And, I've got to say the inspiration for that fake or the field goal formation and then the hard count, straight from Pat McAfee.
One of the all-time greats, for sure. All right, back to the field. I believe Farmington does have their offensive unit on the field. They do.
Cartwright is in the game.
They're going to be in the spread formation. I'm not sure if we've seen this one. Cartwright straight drop, loads up, throwing the fade route, and he throws it way out of bounds. Great coverage by Josiah Nelson. I mean, he couldn't have played it any better. It was going to be tough for the receiver to make the catch anyways.
Like a blanket.
Eagles will take over 1st and 10 at their own 25 with 51 seconds left to play. It's going to be interesting to see what Coach
Sweeney.
I almost said Sullivan there for a second. He's up here with us. What am I saying? Coach Sweeney dials up here for the Eagles.
A little NASCAR. We got 3 timeouts, 51 ticks left on the game clock.
Casper in at the slot receiver position for the first time I remember tonight. Big body. Going to give it to Kirk straight ahead. Kirk breaking tackles. He did get a solid lick from somebody there, but not before he picks up 6 yards out to the 31-yard line.
That is swift. You know, they're pretty physical defensively.
Eagles trying to get set quickly. Kirk splits out to the right with Erie. Myers fakes, throws it a little bit high for Casper. I couldn't really see from where I was sitting if it, one he should have came up with or not. No, it was on him a little quick. He didn't even get his head around. Myers had to let it go quickly. So,
did you see what was going on the backside of that play?
No.
They had Primetime in the slot.
Yep.
Running a wheel.
Was Erie coming on the slant?
Mm-hmm.
That would be nice. Bartlett in motion. Pop pass to Bartlett. Bartlett cuts it upfield. Bartlett's got a little bit of a lane. He's got the first down, so the clock's going to stop to reset the chains. 19 ticks. Coach Sweeney giving the signals to Myers. Eagles going to hold on to their timeouts for now.
Nope.
But, we do get a timeout.
Yeah,
okay, where are we at, Steve? Commercials or Grant? Grant? Eagles showing a little bit of life offensively here.
He's in the middle.
Got 19 ticks left and still 2 timeouts. What are you expecting Coach Sweeney to draw up here?
Corey, I think we're going to see a couple out routes here. Maybe a comeback route to the sideline by one Connor Erie. He loves to run those. And quite possibly a screen to Cannon Bartlett.
So I'll tell you what we saw 2 plays ago when Kirk split out into the slot. Erie ran a slant, and Kirk ran a wheel route behind him. That could be money right here with everybody and everybody focusing on the receivers. Just sneak Kirk out on that wheel route.
I think you're right there. The wheel route, it's a known man coverage beater. In fact, that is my go-to route in backyard football.
I like it. All right, here we go. We're going to get to see.
And we don't. We got three safeties over the top.
It's playing a little prevent now.
Yeah.
Fake to Kirk. Throws a little screen to Bartlett. Bartlett, oh, man. If he didn't trip on the 20 or the 48-yard line there, he wouldn't have got caught.
He had a little room.
He just got his feet tangled up a little bit making that catch.
Vilonia takes their second time out. 11 ticks left on. I don't know where your clock is on the screen. But
yeah. So Eagles take another timeout there. Bartlett, so it was kind of an out route. It's just a throw out to the flats. The only thing that kept Bartlett from getting a big gain there was his feet got tangled up just a little bit coming down with the catch.
Those shoestring tackles, they're so, I don't know, I want to say gross. Maybe they shouldn't even count. I think that's a touchdown for Bartlett.
I like the way you score games, my friend. I don't know who was. I guess it was Hinsley out there. It was either Hinsley or Casper on the block. They had laid the dude out. The dude was on the ground and just reaches over and gets a hold of the shoestring. Definitely disgusting is the way I'm going to describe it. All right, so back to the field. We got Erie and Bartlett on this side. Casper and Hinsley up top. Kirk's in the backfield. 2nd and 4, but that's irrelevant. Myers going to roll to the right. He's got Bartlett over the middle. Nice throw. Nice job getting out of bounds by Bartlett.
4 ticks.
34. The 34 is where it's going to be. And it looks like we're going to bring Newman on for a 51-yard attempt.
We're in Bigfoot territory.
And did the Eagles take their – yes, the Eagles took their final timeout of the half. So, Grant – this is something that Coach had joked about in one of the coaches' shows. Is the only reason I'm going to bring it up. He joked about icing his own kicker, and then he does it again. But, hey, to be fair, what he said in that coaches' show was, I did ice my own kicker, but I wanted to make sure I had the right personnel on the field and everybody understood their assignment because that kick was very important, just like this kick is.
Hey, it's a really big moment right now for the Eagles and a really big kick for Noah Newman. Let's see if he can put it through, Corey.
51 yards by my estimation from where I sit.
How exact is that?
It's actually gonna be 52. Erie's gonna put the ball down at the 40. Nope. They're putting the tee down on the 41. It is 51 yards. So Stout's gonna snap the ball. Erie's gonna put the ball down at the 41, and Newman's gonna do everything he's got with that big foot of his. Give it all, young lad. And now the Cardinals are gonna take their final timeout. A bit of gamesmanship by the Farmington Cardinals, Grant.
Look, Corey, they just want to make sure that we all have the right personnel and that everybody knows their assignments.
Yes. So since we have like the 15th break in the last 3 seconds of gameplay, real game clock play, I'm going to read a comment that came across the live chat for you.
Oh, no.
Once I attempted to make a tackle, and I ended up with the guy's jockstrap in my hands. I'm so glad to get your reaction to that because you had no idea that was coming.
I don't know what to say to that other than, wow.
How? Yeah.
Question marks?
Yeah. You know, it's like how many licks does it take to get to the center of a Tootsie Roll Pop? The world may never know. Erie's going to put the ball down at the 41 for Newman. No more timeouts, so we're actually going to get a snap and a kick this time.
Nobody has a timeout left.
Stout's the snapper. Erie says, give it to me. It rolls. Fire, 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 and that's not going to be any good. The snap rolled all the way back to Erie. It's going to be impossible for him to get that down for Newman to kick. And he's going to be tackled for a loss, and that's going to do it for the first half of play. Allen Eagles offense struggling mightily to really get anything going until that last little drive.
There you go. That last series, we finally started clicking, just running out of time there. But we do get the ball at start the half, so –
Indeed we do. Let's take a quick break, catch up on commercials. We're going to come back. We don't know exactly how the fundraiser thing's going to go at the half, but as soon as we get set up for it, we'll come right back and we'll have that. Go ahead, Steve.
Vilonia Pizza Pro is a locally owned and community-oriented business focused on serving the people of Vilonia. Check in regularly for special deals and new menu items. On Friday nights, catch Eagle Vision live in the new dining area featuring 4 big-screen TVs. Pizza Pro of Vilonia is a proud supporter of Vilonia football and the Eagle Vision broadcast.
The new Hawks Homes, you will be amazed the moment you walk in.
Check out our website, take a virtual tour of our homes, see us on Facebook. There are hundreds of floor plans to choose from.
Our family team is trained to design the perfect home for you.
We deliver anywhere in Arkansas and surrounding states.
So come on by and visit the Hawks family today. You'll see why we're Arkansas's #1 dealer,
Conway
and Little Rock.
Hawks Mobile Homes, we're home sweet home.
Linda Marie's is always showcasing seasonal deals and special offers, so come see them today. Linda Marie's, a proud sponsor of Vilonia Eagle Vision and Vilonia Athletics. DNN Construction has been a proud supporter of the Vilonia Eagles as a locally owned and operated business since 2011. For any commercial, residential, and remodeling needs, be sure to call DNN Construction at 501-796-6316. Once again, DNN Construction is a proud supporter of Vilonia Eagle Vision and the Vilonia football team. Go Eagles!
When the game is on the line, your team needs a plan. You don't have to know much about football to know that hoping everything works out isn't going to cut it. The same is true for your finances. Hope isn't a plan. Whatever winning looks like for you, you need a financial plan written on paper on purpose to help you work toward that goal. Genwell Financial Advisors. Give us a call at 501-205-7000 or visit our new Conway location at 700 Front Street to get started today.
Are you looking for a pharmacy that does more than just hand out prescriptions in a paper bag? A pharmacist that knows you and your family members on a first-name basis? Well, Vilonia Family Pharmacy is a good neighbor pharmacy located in the heart of Vilonia, offering personal, thoughtful care to its customers. Visit or call today at 501-796-2204 and see why they are so locally loved and trusted.
When you're in an accident, sometimes it's hard to make a decision on what to do. At Conway Collision Center, we'd be happy to walk you through this mess.
As a family-owned, long-standing company, we walk you through every step of the process while valuing and respecting your car like our own. We'll treat your car like our own. Our reputation depends on it.
Located on Highway 64 in the Vilonia Commons, Charlie's Corner carries Lucky Brand and Duck Head clothing. Charlie's Corner also offers Oxford golf shirts and polos. Be sure to check out their Razorback apparel as well as Hey Dude and other top name brand shoes for men. Charlie's Corner, always a proud supporter of the Vilonia Eagles and Vilonia Eagle Vision broadcast crew.
We're back for the halftime show, Grant.
And we are back. It is halftime, Steve. A little bit of a weird setup for us here at halftime.
It is. It's not normal for us. This will be interesting. Can you hear me, buddy?
I can hear. There's something loud in the background there, and it's hurting my ears pretty bad.
Well, we wouldn't want that. We'll see if we can get that taken care of.
You sound a little bit better that time, Steve.
All right, good deal. Hey, what do you think about this game so far?
Steve, I don't want to say it's a slow game. It's a low-scoring game, but there's been plenty of big-time plays happen back to back to back.
Yeah, it's kind of been a back and forth game like we talked about during pregame. We got that one interception, was able to run it back, and man, that's been the play of the game for the Eagles so far.
You know, Steve, it's starting to get difficult to hear you again. I don't know what's going on with the headsets here, but it kind of hurts a little bit, not going to lie.
Grant, let me I've got my headset on too, so just kind of getting ready for the festivities that we're going to have. I was going to give y'all some stats to talk about real quick from the first half. Myers was 7 of 11. Now, again, these are unofficial stats as usual. Myers 7 of 11 for 59 yards passing. Kirk 10 rushes for 61 yards. Bartlett 6 receptions for 48 yards. Only 120 total offensive yards for the Eagles in the first half.
Corey, I did not hear a word you said. I think I'm going to go ahead and set up for the halftime festivities and events down here.
Okay, Steve and I will take the rest of this until we get set. I'll tell you when we're ready to come back to you. So, Steve, like I said, 120 offensive yards for the Eagles in the first half of play, and just not what we're used to seeing.
That's it. You know, the defense, their defense has been stout. You know, got some big players, got some fast players on their defense. We ain't been able to move the ball like we have in past games, and it's showing here at the half.
Right. You know, Alan and I were talking about it. We fully expect to see the offense get in sync at some point in the game. We haven't had a game yet where we haven't got the offense synced up, at least at a portion. You know, the big thing here is Farmington came in and said we're not going to let Seth Kirk beat us tonight.
Yeah, he's been bottled up a little. 10 carries, 61 yards. You know, that ain't bad. You know, he's broke some tackles and got some yards, 61 yards. But Austin Myers, 7 for 11, 59 yards, ain't too shabby either.
I would not have expected a 6-yard average per carry for Kirk tonight. It just didn't look like it on the field. He had a couple of big runs there that helped pad that. But like I said, the Cardinals just setting up to stop the run. Passing-wise, Myers has thrown some good balls. There's been one or two maybe that weren't caught. He's had a couple off target, and then he was pressured a few times. It's just that's the part of our game that we're struggling to get in sync right now. I know once he gets in the rhythm, he can throw darts around the yard.
That's it. At halftime right now, they're making adjustments. I'm full confidence in Coach Lango and his crew to see what's going wrong. They'll make that adjustment. You'll see them come out here in the second half and take it on.
Eagle defense doing what they do, Steve, standing up to the Farmington offense that's shown multiple sets, predominantly a run team. I mean, they've thrown some passes, probably more than they had coming into it as a percentage-wise, but mostly run. But the Eagle defense has done a pretty good job thus far against them.
That's it. We've been able to shut them down offensively also. So it's been a defensive game so far. Again, just that one turnover, that pick six by the Eagles have been the game changer right now.
All right, so let's run down some 5A scores real quick. This is not accurate. I'm going to lead with this one. It's actually 42-7, Greenbrier over Clarksville at the half. I got a text from somebody that's at the game. They go to the Greenbrier games, but then they watch us on the live stream every Friday. It's the darndest thing.
Now,
but I get like live updates from Greenbrier games because of that.
That's correct. Now, I know they were having some COVID issues when we were there last week.
Mm-hmm.
Do we know if Clarksville has some players out?
I don't know at this point. I'm not surprised that Greenbrier's put up 42 points on them because, in the first half, that's a lot. That's like literally zero offense for the zero defense for the Clarksville Panthers. Looks like we're set up for the kicking for Corey here. Steve and I will get back to discussing the scores in a moment.
Is that a walking pizza down there?
That is a walking pizza.
Come on, make some noise.
Oh, my.
Wow, that is loud.
That is very loud.
Well, I can't do that for every one of you guys, but tonight I can do that for my buddy, Mr. Noah Newman over here. Noah.
Somebody turn him
Noah,
down.
can you come over
there.
here with us for just a second?
I know, that's what I'm saying. They got the controls.
All right, y'all give it up for Mr. Noah Newman tonight.
Oh, okay.
All
Never
right,
mind.
Noah, you're here in front of all these folks,
we can't do anything about how loud that is.
20 yards.
How about y'all just listen?
If you won $500 tonight here in front of all these people, what would you do with it?
I'm giving it back to the family.
Woo! Y'all give it up for him. All right, here we go. 20 yards, friend.
Okay, so here's basically.
Guys, this is a big time kick.
It's all on the line. Do that thing.
Yeah, here we go. They put it at the 15 for Newman, I guess. I don't know if it's just because it's him or not, but Newman's kicking for Corey, trying to win $500. No pressure or anything.
4, 3, 2, 1. Here's the deal. I didn't know the kicker for the football team was cooking tonight. So we're going to back it up just a little bit.
They're going to back Newman up to the.
Well, he said you want to play? Where are we going? No, put it. Yeah, let's do it right here.
All right, so they're going to put it down at the 20. 30-yard field goal for Newman to win extra $500 for the Nowlin family.
All right, we're going to do this. Here we go. Now we can count down tonight. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go.
Bigfoot is straight and true. It is down the middle.
Y'all give it up for Mr. Noah Newman tonight.
Did he miss it?
It was wide right.
Oh, my goodness.
Corey,
I couldn't tell from where I was at. I thought it was down the middle.
He hooked it just a little bit, Corey. Just barely got to the right of that upright.
Okay, so Grant, if you'll move a little farther away from the speaker there, that'll help us be able to actually talk to our people. So you can, I have no idea if you guys can hear.
You won a prize, you got a pizza from Pizza Pro of Vilonia, and you also got a $25.
I think it's so loud it's coming through our headsets.
So it's not all lost. Y'all give it up for him one more time tonight.
I'm not sure who the speaker is, but he is super fired up. If you're raising money for a good cause, though, that's good reason to be that fired up.
So y'all give it up for the football team. And speaking of the football team, Noah, there's a lot of people had faith in you, and it's okay. They believe in you still because over 2,000 tickets that were sold had your name on it, young man. So there's a lot of people that love you and trust you, all right? So, $3,475 total was raised tonight for the Nowlin family. Y'all give it up for them.
$3,475 raised for the Nowlin family tonight.
That's awesome.
That's great. That's great.
Okay, so first of all, we got a $500 check going to the Nowlin family.
Presenting some checks down there directly to the family.
And we also have a $3,475 check going to the Nowlin
So
family.
a total of $3,975 going to them tonight. Now, there's also an opportunity for anybody watching at home that couldn't be here to be a part of this fundraiser to donate. There is there's an account set up at Regions Bank, I believe. Let me find my paper here so I'm saying this accurately.
You know, this is one thing that you love about Vilonia is they all come together for a need, and that's what I love about living in a small community like this. You know, when someone's down, we come together to lift them up, and this is great to see.
Absolutely. So yes, it's definitely Regions Bank that the Nowlin family account is set up at, and that's where you can go make a donation to the family. Once this all calms down and I get a chance to talk with it, this is kind of a little less organized than I expected it to be. We were going to try to get a lot of this on there, but it's kind of been tough for us. I'm going to tell you the story and explain exactly what's going on here. Looks like Grant is going to get. Is that Elise that you have with you, Grant? We've got the camera on you, buddy, and your mic's hot. Go ahead.
Yeah, guys, I'm here with Elise Gassaway. She's one of the students that helped put all of this together. Elise, just a couple questions. What does it mean to have everybody be behind this whole cause as the town of Vilonia?
I think it's awesome just seeing such a community come together for one person. It's just not this one night. I mean, it's all the time. We all always come together to help anybody in our community.
Elise, can you walk me through the moment that you guys figured you should do something to help out?
So this happened 4 days ago, and it was 72 hours after this all came together. I mean, it was crazy how fast it all came together. We were just so happy with all the donations and just everything with it.
And how hard was it to put this together? Or did you guys have a lot of help?
So there's five of us. There's me, Ty Heslip, Farrah Hopkins, Megan Morris, Jordan Jefferson, and Jacob Lane. And it's funny because we all kind of just went our separate ways, just trying to help everybody or get to people and see if they would help and support us in any way. So it was a lot of work.
I think you guys did a fantastic job. And how about the tickets with Noah Newman's name on it?
Oh my goodness, 2,000 tickets with his name. That was
my hero.
With his name. It was definitely insane hearing those numbers.
And did you have to count all of them by hand?
Yes, this morning and third period.
Wow, hey, that's effort right there.
Okay, hey Grant. Before Elise leaves you, we still got you guys in the shot.
Okay.
With all of as fast as that went, it was a little bit of chaos for us up here in the booth, so nobody could hear me. If they could hear me talking, I don't know if they could or not. Why don't you get Elise to share some of the story about what happened to Corey and why the fundraiser needed to be put together in the first place?
Sure thing, Corey. Elise, they're asking up there if you can share a little bit about the story of why all of this is coming together and a little bit of how you got it together again.
No, not that.
Had a horseback.
Well,
yes, I'm sorry. Go ahead. You're right.
Nope, you were right. They're wrong up there.
What'd they say?
They said stop, and then he said, oh, wait, no, you guys are right.
So Corey had a horseback riding accident in March or April 5th. And forever since then, he's just been going downhill. He got better, and then it just got worse. And then just this past Monday, he got his new prosthetic put in, and he's doing so much better. But the reason we're doing this is just to help with the living costs. I mean, flying to Houston every week, a different family member, and then just living there. They have to rent an apartment there because they have to have somewhere to sleep. And so we just want to help offset those costs.
And I understand it's about to be the special boy's birthday. Do we have anything planned for that?
We may have something in store at the student section.
Oh, hey, we'll have to see. Thank you again, Elise. You guys did a fantastic job.
All right, Grant. Great job down there, even though we might not have done such a great job up here. Man, that got hectic in a hurry. I'm glad that we could put it up there for the family to see, the family that's down in Houston. So great job by that group of students that are a part of the East program, and did a great thing for a family in need here for a fellow student. So that's outstanding. Surprise score. Steve and I were talking about scores before the.
Don't even tell me.
The kicking for Corey got started up. I know you know it because you were standing next to Mr. Newman. I got a text from him, and then I got one from somebody sitting at the Greenbrier game. Greenbrier up 42-7 over Clarksville at the half.
It's probably because we roughed up Clarksville a little bit too much.
That's a great answer. Steve said, I wonder if they've got some out for a quarantine because they shut their school down right after we played them last Friday night.
Oh, that's a good point, actually.
And like I said, no surprise that Greenbrier would score 47, but just, shocked that they were,
Right.
Madeline has no idea she's in the background of the shot. She's dancing around, making
Great pass.
catches. Yeah. Oh, Madeline drops back, completing the end zone touchdown. Okay. Now, I'm a little surprised that Clarksville only put up 7 on Greenbrier, to be honest with you.
I mean, it's just a wild game over there. I don't know what else to say. I wish I'd been watching it live. They've got a new play-by-play announcer, Talon Newton. He's done a pretty good job over there. But, I just haven't been able to watch it so far tonight.
I don't think I would if I were you.
You may have a point there.
We bleed red round here, my friend.
Hey, don't tell Chris Lee that.
Why?
Chris Lee bleeds blue and white.
Tell me more.
He loves Greenbrier. I mean, you can ask Steve. He knows more than I do.
I would have to agree with that.
Chris Lee is a Greenbrier boy.
He talks about him often.
Huh. I did not know that about Chris. I'm going to make a phone call as soon as this game is over. All right, real quick, guys. A couple of other scores in the 5A. Nettleton, Brooklyn tied at 7. Valley View, Forest City, nothing special there. Harrison 42, Alma 0 at the half. Wow. No surprise that Harrison's got 42 on the board, but Alma's usually ready to squeak out a touchdown or two anyways.
And correct me if I'm wrong, but Alma actually broke a rushing record for their school last week.
They did. You are absolutely right on that one. Let's see here. Watson Chapel, Jacksonville. Morrilton 14, Pea Ridge 6. This is showing in the first quarter. I seriously doubt it's still in the first quarter. Probably nearing halftime if it's not already half. 28-13, Devil Dogs at the half was the text update that we got from Mr. Newman. Little Rock Christian all over Whitehall, 21-7. And Wynn 7, Greene County Tech 0 at the half. Greene County Tech surprise team of the 5A East. A lot of people laughing at our Vilonia Eagles after that week 1 game final score, but I think old GCT is showing they're not the pushover they used to be.
You may be right, Corey, and I think Eagle fans, regardless, are still going to be upset about that ball game. But, they're kind of holding their own over there at GCT.
Yeah, I'm not even talking about Eagle fans. I'm talking about, other people in the 5A, Vilonia barely beat
you
Greene
mean
County Tech. Yeah.
You mean other people in the 5A. Wow.
Yeah.
Corey, we don't talk about other people in the 5A.
Why is that?
Because you'll get in trouble.
We talk about Greenbrier all the time.
Yeah, but that doesn't count.
Oh, okay. If it's your rival, it doesn't count?
Exactly.
We talk about Morrilton sometimes. Usually good, though.
Well.
Are you saying this is a result of Drake's comment a couple years back about the mascot of a certain team not far from here?
Now, look. I will say that was bad. That was a bad situation. But I'm not a saint either. I've been known to haggle at the BB Badgers.
It happens. So it's little fun ribbing amongst quasi-rivals. Is that even a word?
I doubt it.
Okay.
It sounds like something that comes out of Alan Wade's mouth.
An Alan Wadeism, if you will. Okay.
Exactly.
Hey, we've got to catch up a couple of commercials, and we'll check in with you here in a moment when we get the game action going again. Thanks, Grant.
Located on Highway 64 in the Vilonia Commons, Charlie's Corner carries Lucky Brand and Duckhead clothing. Charlie's Corner also offers Oxford golf shirts and polos. Be sure to check out their Razorback apparel as well as Hey Dude and other top name brand shoes for men. Charlie's Corner, always a proud supporter of the Vilonia Eagles and Vilonia Eagle Vision broadcast crew.
When the game is on the line, your team needs a plan. You don't have to know much about football to know that hoping everything works out isn't going to cut it. The same is true for your finances. Hope isn't a plan. Whatever winning looks like for you, you need a financial plan written on paper on purpose to help you work toward that goal. Genwell Financial Advisors. Give us a call at 501-205-7000 or visit our new Conway location at 700 Front Street to get started today.
The new Hawks Homes, you will be amazed the moment you walk in.
Check out our website, take a virtual tour of our homes, see us on Facebook. There are hundreds of floor plans to choose from.
Our family team is trained to design the perfect home for you.
We deliver anywhere in Arkansas and surrounding states.
So come on by and visit the Hawks family today. You'll see why we're Arkansas's #1 dealer,
Conway
and Little Rock.
Hawks Mobile Homes, we're home sweet home.
All right, back from commercial. Before the second half starts, we've got a little bit of a special presentation from the student section for Mr. Corey Nowlin. Grant, take it away, bud. All right, Corey Nowlin's birthday being Monday, they talked about there at the end of the fundraiser that they did for him at halftime. So the student section wanted to do something special and sing him happy birthday. Corey, hope you get better quickly.
Yep.
Godspeed to you, my friend. I know the doctor's doing everything they can for you, and we hope you get better soon and you're back out here watching some Eagle football with us.
Farmington kicks off. Couldn't tell who's got it.
Looks like Fawcett has
Fawcett
the football.
has it.
Yeah.
He's going to get it out to the 41. And that's where our offense will pick up. Yeah, you got me a little hot.
Yeah,
there.
well, Steve's a little bit soft-spoken sometimes over here. I had to juice him just a little bit.
That's the po-po for you. Wishy-washy.
All right, standard offensive set for the Eagles. See what we try to get going here to start the second half. Fake to Kirk, quick throw to Bartlett. Oh, jukes and makes a man miss. He's to the 50, to the 40, to the 30. He's pushed out of bounds at the 23-yard line.
What a move.
He's
got that stick inside. He sticks it inside and then jabs out.
Yeah,
and he's off to the races.
Man, and he's so fast on his first step after he comes out of that little juke. It's amazing. Bartlett flips up to the top of your screen this time next to Casper.
And that's the kind of start we needed. I
Gonna
seen
be
Bishop
Kirk.
pulling around, making a block.
Kirk's at the 10, the 5. Oh, down at the 1 yard line. Man, shoestring tackle saves the touchdown for primetime, but I'm going to say it's only temporary, Alan.
Yes. Hey, Bishop doing a good job coming up and blowing up that hole for Kirk to blast through. Wow.
Erie's going to trot off as they're going to bring in one of their jumbo packages here.
It's almost time.
What are you smelling, the prime time coming?
I'm smelling it.
It's definitely Kirk, and he's definitely in there. Touchdown, V-Town.
Damn.
Kirk goes in from 1 yard out to stretch that lead out to 13-3 with a point after coming.
That offensive line went to work then.
I mean, they just drove everybody straight back into the end zone.
That 58 yards in 3 plays.
That's the Eagle offense we've been looking for. Just like we said, we know it's there. They just got to get it in sync.
Yeah.
Great 3 play calls right there. Stout to Erie to Newman, straight down the middle. Eagles lead at 14-3. Grant, there is the Vilonia Eagle offense we've been looking for.
Hey, how about that? One drive, one touchdown in the second half. Kanan Bartlett, what a move, just breaking away from a broken play. And then Seth Kirk also refuses to go down, barely got him at the 1 yard line.
Oh, yeah, that's what I said. He's down, but it's only temporary. He's fixing to get in. Big push by the offensive line on the touchdown run from 1 yard out.
Absolutely. They seem to be playing out of their minds so far on that first drive.
Well, you know, we went with that heavy package where we brought in the extra tight end, and then we also had Millsap in at sniffer to lead for Kirk, and it was just no match for the Eagle push up front.
I've got to say that might be my favorite formation from the Eagles so far this season, with Millsap in at the sniffer.
It's very nice, especially for any rundown or short yardage situation. Newman set to kick it away here to the Cardinals with a little over 11 minutes to play. Man, that was a couple of good plays. That's how lightning fast this offense could be when it's clicking. Newman bigfoots it down the field, bounces at the 20, but takes a weird roll. It's picked up by number 3 down at the 10.
We overran him. We got a hold of him.
Good job. Great job there. Who is that? That's Ozier getting down there. First one to make the tackle.
Justin Jones.
We knew it was coming, but here it is. Put in the stump. Huh?
There it is.
The stump. Put him in.
I'd be good for 3 or 4. I'd give you 100.
Seconds?
Place.
Oh, place. Okay. I would expect 110. Elsick trying the right side. Eagle defense, no, sir.
Nope.
Not going to happen.
You ain't going to stretch us out that way.
That's Trubiano up there pounding on his chest, saying, come at me again, bro.
Money. And Lovelace. Hey, Farmington had that. Vilonia has shut that down tonight. That's not an option for Farmington. Again, so second down, I suspect to see something between the tackles right here. This is their set.
It's a toss sweep instead.
Oh.
Nice lick.
Yeah, that's the way you want to finish as a runner.
Yes. Fawcett getting up off the bottom of that for the Eagles.
It's going to bring up a 3rd and 3, 3rd and 4.
I believe it's 3. I'm getting some. I was trying to review a few text messages here that were rolling in, just making sure I wasn't missing anything that anybody was actually wanting me to say. I get a lot of stuff that people want me to say that's not air appropriate. It's the fullback this time.
Yeah. Hey, and that's a play we hadn't seen between the tackles. It's old 25 trap. Run it again.
You channeling your inner Coach Banks there?
Yeah.
Did he ever just give the old finger in a circle, like just keep doing it, boys,
until they stop.
Make them stop us. Old Diamond Dave.
Yeah.
It's going to be Elsick this time. Trubiano just
he reads it off the edge.
How are they giving that spot that they're giving? They're giving him the line of scrimmage, but Trubiano wrapped him up a yard back and threw him backwards. I just don't get it.
Yeah.
Miss Cawthon getting in on the action. 25 trap, buck sweep. 25 trap, buck sweep. Yep, we've seen that. We have seen that a lot. Little counter play by Elsick, and he's got the running room.
He found him a little lane there.
Gets 9 yards. It'll bring up 3rd and very short.
And you see once he gets a little crease, he's got some speed about him. What you over there laughing at?
Miss Cawthon.
Oh.
She said, but then we punt.
Oh.
Now, is Coach Banks still up there at Harding?
Yeah.
Is he?
Yeah.
I haven't seen him in a long time. I know you talked to him.
Yeah.
Quarterback keeper. He's going to push ahead for the first down easily. Then some.
Coach Bangs is in charge of. He's the lead. I don't know the official title to his position, but he's over a department over there now. So, and he's still doing a little professoring.
Professoring?
Yep.
Huh.
So.
Screen pass out to Donovan. A hold right there in front of the official.
There it is. He got it. He got it.
I know, but the one that should have called it didn't.
No.
White hat gets it.
Flag on the play, holding against the Cardinals.
You wonder if they.
Oh, that was a good one. Somebody in the crowd stands up and said, check that guy, see if he's even got a flag in his pocket. Oh, man.
Woo. He's picking up where his mama left
That's
off.
Right. That's right. She would not hesitate to get on an official, that's for
not
sure.
Not at all.
Oh,
so
man.
he comes by it, honestly.
True. So 1st and 17 is what the Cardinals are looking at.
A little quarterback draw.
Yeah, Cartwright keeps it himself. Out across the 50, back down to the 48. So 2nd and 9 now for the Cardinals.
Both of their quarterbacks are pretty shifty. You know, they're pretty good runners.
Get a little shimmy shake to them.
They do. Again, Farmington just chewing up the clock with this ground game of theirs.
Cartwright gives to Elsick.
What? So this half, they're going to the counter plays, and they're being pretty successful with it.
I'm getting text messages about your professorism or professoring.
Hey, you got to make it up as you go. It'll be in the vocabulary.
Oh yeah, it's too bad Grant didn't hear it, so he could use it.
I know.
Elsick again.
Who has it? There's a flag.
And that one's going to go against the Eagles. The guy does indeed have a flag in his pocket because that's the one they are asking about. They're going to give it to the Cardinals.
And there'll be a penalty tacked on top.
Yardage tacked on, yes.
We'll say it's starting to get a little chippy.
Well, the official was talking directly to one of our players. I don't know if it was something he said or something he did or what. I didn't see it. I just saw the aftermath.
Yeah. They ain't going to wave that one off.
Result of the play is a first down for Farmington. After the play, dead ball, personal foul against the offense.
How's it a first down when he didn't even make the marker?
Correction, dead ball, personal foul against Vilonia. 15 yards.
Well, so there's.
Yeah.
Huh, okay. First, they gave them first down yardage on the carry somehow. I'm still not sure about that. There's some displeasure about whether the ball was a first down or not, but it was going to be a first down after the penalty anyways.
Yeah, so that's
here
nor there.
Yeah, first down, but extra yardage. And I don't know, official announced the penalty against the Cardinals and then gave it to the Eagles, and now there's a whistle. And
I don't see any flags.
I don't know if they even know what's going on at this juncture.
Just didn't want them to start to play.
I think we call that just kidding. What in the heck is going on here? I don't understand. Do you?
Hope we don't get these guys in the. Oh!
That's got to be grounding.
There it
yes,
is. We got it.
I'm like, my gosh. Okay. So apparently the ball had not been blown ready for play by the white hat on the previous play is what we're hearing.
Intentional grounding against the offense. 5 yards from the smaller foul. Loss of down.
All right, so the intentional grounding by the quarterback is a loss of 5 yards and a loss of down. So the ball, and it's 5 yards from the spot of the penalty. So it backs them up to the 34-yard line, and it's going to be second down and 5, 10, 20, second and 20.
Yeah. Whew. Here we go. It's getting a little cray-cray, isn't it?
Crazy night in Philip Weaver Stadium. Donovan on the reverse sweep. Fawcett giving chase, and Donovan just doesn't want any part of any contact with anybody.
He does not.
He picks up 4 yards, and he goes, I'm going to sashay my way out of bounds.
He's not going to put his foot in the ground and get north and south. So
4-yard pickup brings up third down and 16.
3rd and 16. Eagles needing a big play here.
Is it Cartwright still in at quarterback, Allen?
Yep.
Donovan was in motion. Cartwright rolls.
No.
Oh, nice play, Ethan. Cash money. There's some kind of flag thrown. There. I don't know what in the world that flag could be for, though.
That was perfect timing.
I mean, that's like one of the best defensive plays I've seen. We're seeing the replay. Cash just hits him in the air and takes him down.
Let's not get excited till we hear the
Yeah,
call.
so there is an injured. Let's bring Grant in here. Hey, Grant, get in position if you can. We're going to try to find you on the camera.
He's talking.
Oh, okay, never mind. Okay, now Grant's moving over there. Grant, is there any indication what that flag might be about?
I think it might be a defenseless receiver, if anything.
How in the world I don't think that rule even applies in high school. What does that mean? You can't play football?
Pretty much, yes. It may have been a sympathy flag because wow.
Here we go.
Sideline interference against Vilonia. That foul is half the distance to the goal, which results in a first down.
This is the absolute laziest and worst officiating crew I've ever seen in my entire life.
Sideline interference.
You never see that called on the first flag.
No.
That is horrible. I mean, that is absolutely horrible.
I'm speechless.
Wow. Okay. I mean, I've seen coaches out in the official's ear during the play and just get a sideline warning flag.
Yeah. Counter.
Yeah. Trubiano, nice job. Cash money down there also, along with Jake Fawcett.
It don't take away the fact of the result of that play. Cash money read that. We had them snuffed.
Yeah, the play was amazing, and that's the sad thing. It takes away from an amazing defensive effort by some spineless call from an official.
Yeah.
I just don't get it. Steve, we're gonna have to go back and look at that one later and see what in the world we could have. I mean, if it's on camera, Elsick trying to make his way off the right side. Did you see what I seen late? Yeah, that was funny. Here, take that while I'm getting out here. Oh, man. Third and goal from the 3-yard line. Eagle defense looking to hold here.
Sorry.
Barring some other phantom flag. Heavy package for the Cardinals. It's going to be Elsick straight ahead. There's a flag. Archer comes in and keeps them from getting in the end zone. He's short by about a half a yard. Let's see what the flag is.
Yeah. After that official was asked if he had a flag.
Yeah, exactly.
Illegal formation against the offense. Too many men in the backfield. 5 yards from the previous spot. We play third down.
You know, that's one of those where you wonder maybe you should just leave it at fourth down and see if they're going to try to go from the half-yard line, if they're going to kick. But they're going to – I mean, obviously the coaches have a reason for taking the penalty yardage. There's no problem with that. It's just one of those things that floats in my head like,
What would have happened?
Yeah. They have statistics and all this stuff that they go by that we don't have any clue about. It's one of those casual football fan things. Maybe we should have just declined that.
And I wasn't I didn't have that side view there. That was just a little power I formation.
Yeah. Fake to Elsick. Eagles got him in the backfield. They just got to chase him down. Cartwright's trying to get loose, and he is going to lose yardage, and that should be a fourth down from the 11-yard line. 4th and goal. Why does it say first down over there?
Well, because he dropped the stick, and he just had to.
Okay. Why do they have the chains still up? Was there a possibility of getting a first down on this?
Apparently.
Wow, I thought they were in a goal set. All this extracurriculars got me so confused. I don't even know if I'm watching this game or some other one. Zavala on to kick for the Cardinals. It's a good snap and a good hold. Almost blocked, but Zavala gets it through the uprights to put 3 more on the board. And the Eagles lead it by a score of 14-6. And Steve's showing us a replay on the screen real quick. It's the play in question. Okay, yeah, there was a coach. I think he might have been down outside the box, but they've extended the boxes, right, for the COVID?
I don't know.
Well, what I heard the referees here say on the field was that the coach was in the way.
He was not in the way of the official. The official just didn't like something that was said, apparently, because we just replayed it. The coach was well behind the official. So
that's what I thought. But
you see it at Steve's playing it. No, he's not playing again. We see. But anyways, there was a coach close, but he wasn't in the way of the official. That's still a bad call.
No comment.
So Cardinals are going to kick it away after the field goal. Zavala set up for that sky kick. Going to try the right side with Fawcett. Fawcett's trying to find a lane. He couldn't do it. He does work his way up to the 30-yard line, and that's where the Eagle offense will take over for the first play of this drive.
So that old line go back to work and chew up some field.
Kirk in the backfield, Casper and Bartlett in the slot, Hinesley down here with us, Erie up top by himself, and then the Hog Mollies up front. Good job by Myers to handle a slightly low snap. Might have disrupted that exchange a little bit because Kirk didn't look like he really got his normal burst that he gets.
You know, you used Hog Molly. Somebody said that for the first time. So somebody's...
Oh, John Madden, right?
Yeah, just like mine.
Oh, you're just like you're professoring?
Yes.
Okay. If that's the way, I mean.
That's how it gets started.
If that's how you're going to try to save yourself, all right then. Myers flushed out of the pocket.
Uh-oh.
He's looking downfield. He tries for Hinesley.
Yeah. That he had a bad angle. I mean, I like him getting rid of the ball there. I mean, he had in hot pursuit. So just get rid of it.
I got to give credit to this Cardinal defense. They have disrupted just about everything that we like to do so far tonight.
They've done a good job.
We had the one really good drive to start the half that we went down and scored on immediately. But other than that, this defense is solid.
Yeah. Brings up 3rd and 10.
Bartlett's in motion. Pop pass to him.
That's been the one play.
He's going to have a lane. He's got the first down. That looks way worse than the tackle they called a horse collar on Cash, but no flag.
None.
Shocker.
Yeah, he's in mid-stride and getting pulled backwards.
By his jersey, which is a horse collar tackle.
Yes.
Much unlike the leg, which is not part of the horse collar.
So they've taken that up around the shoulder away.
Trying to throw the tunnel to Hinesley. It's read well by the Cardinal defense. Really, I mean, Hinesley barely with enough time to get his hands on the ball before he's hit there. Not saying that wasn't a good defensive play, just no time to do anything.
None.
Well played by the defense. Loss of 2, 2nd and 12 now.
Showing blitz off top side. Backed out.
Kirk. Not much doing. May have fought his way back to the original line of scrimmage. Maybe not quite. No, it's
going to be 3rd and 11.
Yep. And, defund the refs. I like that one.
Yeah.
I do like that one. I want to say I'd like to see something deep over the field, but heck, they've covered us up. Myers has been pressured. I don't know. Straight drop. Line does a good job blocking. Now Myers is pressured out of the backfield. He's just going to have to put it down and try to run. And 2 late hits on the quarterback and no flag. Goodness. One of those was after the whistle was already blowing. Whew.
Myers will scramble for about 6.
Yeah, my goodness. So a good scramble by Myers. He does get it on out there to give Hinesley a little bit more room to punt. Not that he was backed up necessarily, but just gives us some potential more yardage on the end of this punt. Everybody on the Cardinal sidelines hollering, "Watch the fake." They saw that on film. Hinesley gets away, a nice spiral punt, bounces at the 20.
Go get it.
Nice roll. Don't touch it yet. Nice job. Yes.
There we go.
Deep snapper Hank Sal is going to down it at the 2-yard line. Yes, Allen's already making the safety sign. Steve, probably do some commercials here, I would guess. Go ahead and do that.
Located on Highway 64 in the Vilonia Commons, Charlie's Corner carries Lucky Brand and Duck Head clothing. Charlie's Corner also offers Oxford golf shirts and polos. Be sure to check out their Razorback apparel as well as Hey Dude and other top name brand shoes for men. Charlie's Corner, always a proud supporter of the Vilonia Eagles and Vilonia Eagle Vision broadcast crew.
Don't try to stretch play here.
Farmington with the ball on their own 2-yard line. We're going to send a man in motion across the formation. Going to give it to Elsick. He's looking for the room on the left side. Eagles were there. He spins forward and is going to pick up a couple out to the 5-yard line. 51-yard punt by Hinesley down to inside the 5. That's pretty spectacular, Alan.
91 yards to go, and that's what that kind of a punt can do for you. Set up your defense to make the offense go a long, long way. They did try those stretch.
They did.
So
they did it from a little different setup than they had been doing.
Yeah.
Elsick again. He's going to, I was going to say pick up a couple, but then he got a couple more.
Yeah.
He's all the way out to the 10. It'll bring up 3rd and 2.
If I'm Farmington, I'm going to try hard not to sneeze into my microphone, apparently. Yes. Boy, it got me right when it come out, too. I'm running between the tackles. That's where I've had success. That's where I'm going.
Oh, yes, I agree with that because that seems like they're bigger. I mean, these outside runs are getting 2, 3, 4, 5 yards, but their bigger runs have come inside.
Yeah. That's where they're getting their 7, 8, 9, 10-yard runs from.
So, do you see what the Cardinals have done here? He stuffed this time. He's not going to have the first down. I don't know if he's going to have anything on that run. Should bring out the Cardinal punt team. But
see what kind of spot
there again, we got to see. Yeah, it's going to be a yard short.
Yeah.
And the third quarter has come to an end, and looks like, they're going to say third quarter end. We're going to flip the field, and we're going to catch up on commercials while we take this break. Go ahead, Steve.
DNN Construction has been a proud supporter of the Vilonia Eagles as a locally owned and operated business since 2011. For any commercial, residential, and remodeling needs, be sure to call DNN Construction at 501-796-6316. Once again, DNN Construction is a proud supporter of Vilonia Eagle Vision and the Vilonia football team. Go Eagles!
When the game is on the line, your team needs a plan. You don't have to know much about football to know that hoping everything works out isn't going to cut it. The same is true for your finances. Hope isn't a plan. Whatever winning looks like for you, you need a financial plan written on paper on purpose to help you work toward that goal. Gen Wealth Financial Advisors. Give us a call at 501-205-7000 or visit our new Conway location at 700 Front Street to get started today.
Are you looking for a pharmacy that does more than just hand out prescriptions in a paper bag? A pharmacist that knows you and your family members on a first-name basis? Well, Vilonia Family Pharmacy is a good neighbor pharmacy located in the heart of Vilonia, offering personal, thoughtful care to its customers. Visit or call today at 501-796-2204 and see why they are so locally loved and trusted.
Back to the field. Farmington looks like, let's see here. Sutton's out there, but that doesn't necessarily mean punt. Yeah, Sutton came out.
Right. So, but he is the punter.
Yeah, but he also lines up at quarterback.
Yeah.
I'd be surprised if they don't at least try a hard count here with all 3 timeouts left. They're doing that bunch set that I was talking to you, Alan. They're gonna try to do the old Gus Malzahn where they come out and snap the ball real quick. Well, not this time. Don't jump, defense. Yeah, hard count.
And you see how they do run a play.
Elsic's going to have the first down, I believe.
Did you see how the quarterback was getting down?
Yes.
He's short, up underneath that center. It's hard for him to run doing like that.
So what I was pointing out earlier, like when we were at the break to you, was Farmington's gone to this, which I think they've been huddling the whole time, but they're like huddling late and trying to rush out and snap the ball real quick before our defense can make any adjustments.
Well, they're only huddling 2 or 3 yards deep, too.
Got a man in motion this time. They're going to give it to Elsick again. I guess they're going to live and die on Elsick. I mean, it's like we said earlier, he's gaining yards between the 20s, but once the field shrinks, it's like we stiffen and what do you call it? Bend, don't break is what you were calling it earlier.
Ozier coming in from that backside to make that tackle. Good job reading that. They must have seen something in film study on that motion because that's when we're seeing that backside tackle come in on that motion play.
It's the fullback. Eagle defense does a great job, led by Colton Barrow there with Ethan Cash Money making the tackle. This has been one of those just kind of odd games, Alan.
It has been very odd. It'd be much tighter without that defensive touchdown.
True.
And I think that's the first that I could recall on the season.
I think that is our only defensive touchdown this season.
So, coming in a big time.
I was just going to let you go.
Yeah. I talk myself into those traps all the time.
Timeout for the Cardinals, and I've got a few things I need to cover here during this one. So we'll catch you on the next dead ball, Grant, next dead ball. Okay, find my notes. Pre-game meal this week for the players, sponsored by Ashley Duff and Vilonia First Assembly of God Church. We've talked about Corey Nallen and the fundraiser. The hats, you got that picture, Steve. Steve will put the hats and decals up on the screen. Those are for sale in the athletic director's office. You can get a hat and decal combo for $30. The hat by itself is $28, and the decal is $5. Those are available throughout the week in the athletic director's office. That is in the Freshman Academy. That's where that's located. So get on out there and get your Vilonia gear to proudly support your Eagles throughout the week. T-shirt sponsors done by the Vilonia Eagle Football Foundation. Give away 150 free T-shirts at every home game. Sponsors this week were 8 Mile Store, Keith Service Station, Robert J. Parker, Orthodontist, Sadler Construction, Steve Good, Justice of the Peace for District 3, and the Vilonia Animal Clinic. Fake and looking for a receiver. There's nobody there, and he's going to go down in the backfield. That was Cartwright that time. No, Sutton, I'm sorry.
Yeah. Sutton sells that fake well, don't he?
He does do it. He does.
He sells it.
It's like a Broadway play.
It is.
Let's see here.
Hey, we're at 4th down. Sutton's dropping back deep.
I love 4th down.
I do. Hinesley deep for us, just past the 50.
Watch the fake, watch the fake. Sutton gets away a pretty good one. Yeah, the Eagles get out of the way of it and let it roll. And it's going to stop at the 41-yard line. That's where your Eagles will take over. So, as promised, the next dead ball, I'm going to talk to Mr. Grant McNew.
I believe I am the Mr. Grant McNew in this scenario, Corey.
Indeed you are. Indeed you are.
It is great to be here with you, bud.
So, Eagle offense would be well advised to put some points on the board here, you think?
Some people would say otherwise, but I think they're all on that side of the stands.
Well, they don't count.
That's a good point.
All right, Myers ready for the ball. He has it. He's going to give it to Seth Kirk. Kirk still looking for his first, not his first, but that explosive touchdown run. Not his first explosive run, but the explosive touchdown run. He did get 3. He's got to be getting near 100 now. Getting close, maybe. Yeah, getting close to 100 yards on the ground. It just doesn't seem like it, though.
No, because they've come all and good bat. That's bad.
Yeah, I don't know if it was Bartlett or Erie that was the intended receiver. They ran a little crossing pattern over here on this side. Myers' pass is batted down at the line of scrimmage. It's going to bring up a 3rd down and 7.
Unofficial stat, 15 carries on 8 for 89 yards.
Okay.
On Kirk. So, he needs 11 more to break the century mark.
I think he'll probably get there. We're probably going to get at least one more offensive possession than this one. If we score again, I know he's going to get there because he's going to get the heavy load if we get a bigger lead. Myers fakes to Kirk, rolls the pocket to the left. He's going to tuck and run, and he's going to get the first down.
He did. That's a wise decision. Everybody downfield covered up.
And no official spotted the ball. Okay, so the only official that should have had the spot ran over to save Myers. And now they're going to put the ball down all the way back at the 50-yard line.
Go get it.
Yeah, that's another terrible call in a string of terrible calls by a terrible officiating crew. Okay, Steve is showing me the replay. He's showing it to you guys too. We're going to look and try to see where Myers steps out of bounds. Oh, he sits out at the 48. They shorted him 2 whole yards. And, it doesn't look like he's anywhere near the sideline around the 50. Looks like, he knew exactly where the spot was, and he ran past it and jumped out of bounds. Exactly what you're taught to do, right, Alan?
Exactly.
We love instant replay around here. It makes us look way smarter than we are sometimes.
Yes, it does.
Because, if we can't show you when we screw up, then we can't show you when we're right either. So.
Yeah.
Oh, me. Anyways.
Man.
Ball's at the 50. It's going to be 4th and 1. Eagles,
a big play.
They're going to go for it. I'm almost positive they're going to go for it.
Yeah. Either way, big play.
Bringing in another blocking back. That's Lane Langley coming in. I don't know if he's going to go. I bet he's going to go on the line, and Millsap's going to go to the sniffer position. That is indeed what happens. Langley goes to left guard. Millsap goes to the sniffer. Erie and Bartlett on this side. Hinsley at the top. Kirk's going to change to – never mind. He's going to come back to Myers' right side. Kirk straight ahead, and he's stuffed.
Yeah. Farmington got a push.
They got a big push.
They got a big push. Big play for Farmington.
Yeah, they had a linebacker with penetration back there 3 yards deep in the end zone. Yeah. Kirk did all he could.
No, as soon as he got the ball, he was met.
Yeah. Eagles turn it over on downs. Should have had a first down.
When you're saying should have, the last play.
The poor spot, yes. So the Cardinals will have it in Eagle territory at the 49-yard line. There was a false start on a receiver. And finally, a late flag comes in. That guy he was a yard down the field when the ball was snapped.
I was looking down at the computer.
5 yards from the previous spot, remains first down.
So 5-yard mark off against the Cardinals backs them up into their own territory now They'll have it 1st and 15 at their own 46.
You know, Farmington's running backs, they've done a pretty good job securing the ball. This would be an opportune time.
For another takeaway?
For another takeaway.
You know, something interesting that I hadn't noticed until just now, but a little bit of confusion there in the backfield, and the Eagles are going to make the Cardinals pay for it.
Yeah, certainly got some help from Farmington on that one.
I don't know who got the tackle. I couldn't really see all the way across the way. Man, they're going to give them a couple of yards on that up to the 49.
And 12 for the Cardinals. Ball spotted at the Cardinal 49.
So did you finish your thought there?
Which one?
One right before the call.
Tell me what I was talking about.
This play right here.
Okay.
Something you had just noticed.
Yeah, low snap, thrown over the middle. There's a late flag.
Where is it?
It's from our favorite official over here. Ineligible receiver downfield.
Okay. Was he not covered up, or was he covered up?
I'm not sure.
What do you do here? 3rd and 12, or?
Receiver downfield against the offense.
Yeah.
I like that call by Coach Landrill.
I like 3rd and 11 versus 2nd and what? 15? Or excuse me, it's 3rd and 12, so that would have been 2nd and 17.
Yep.
Whew. Math is.
Well, I'm still trying to remember what the heck I was talking about before the play.
You had noticed something.
Okay. Cartwright hit by Schultz, and it does make the pass fly wide to the left.
Wide over
Great
the top.
job by Schultz to get in there and lay the lick on the quarterback. So that will bring out the Cardinal punt team as you see Sutton trot onto the field. And
Ben's acting like he's a little chilly out there.
I can feel the cool breeze coming through the window.
It feels nice.
Yeah, it does feel good in here. It was hot in here earlier, but Ben, we always give him a hard time out there when he's out there freezing in the rain. Steve is saying he's been there. He's done that before. He's going to field it.
Got to. Did you? I mean, that's 10, 15 yards of
I like it.
difference.
I was hoping it was going to catch the Cardinals more off guard than it actually did. And I don't know. Is Grant ready to talk? Grant, are you ready to talk?
I'm always ready to talk, Corey.
What's up, buddy?
Hey, the sky.
Indeed. What else?
Well, the Eagles right now are up 14-6.
You know, I would like for that to be at least 21-6. I wouldn't even mind if I didn't see a little bit of Sweeney Gate after the fact and make it 22-6.
You know, we haven't seen much Sweeney Gate this season. I think I'd love to see it too.
All right, here we go. Lane Hunter checks into the backfield with Myers. It's going to be Lane Hunter off the right side. He's got a running lane.
There you go,
Great
young man.
run by Lane Hunter, getting in there, getting a carry and an Eagle first down. Get those sticks moving and keep that clock moving.
Different pace from prime time. Good little change up. Vilonia's trying to go fast.
Lane Hunter stays in there. It's going to be a holding flag on the somewhere down there on the line.
Well,
so it'll negate the Lane Hunter run plus some extra yardage.
Dadgummit.
Yeah, I saw that. Somebody asked if Farmington brought the refs with them. Halter said, yeah, they rode here on the short bus. So the Eagles are backed up way behind the sticks again.
Yeah.
And, you know,
10 yards.
We kind of.
Seems like we've been playing like that most of the night.
A sloppy game by the offense for sure. I know the coaches are going to be disappointed in how many penalty yards we've amassed. Oh,
yeah.
Lane Hunter hit hard there as he tries to cut up field.
Up the middle.
He's going to.
44 on the stop.
Oh, my. Anyways, Lane Hunter stays in the backfield there with Myers. I'm going to set 2 receivers stacked down here on the bottom side of the screen with Erie. Myers fakes it to Lane Hunter, pumps, throws it downfield.
Oh, we're lucky.
That ball was almost intercepted twice by the same person.
Man, we were lucky. He was throwing into double coverage there. And he was just trying to save a sack and save yardage. But that throw's got to be way over to the sideline.
Yes. Yes. He did. I mean, he had 2 receivers in the area. There was no doubt that there was not going to be a grounding call. But, yeah. But now he's also running to his right and giving ground trying to get away from that tackler.
So that's easier said here versus execution out there.
Kudos to get rid of it.
Yes.
Tunnel screen to Hinesley.
Oh, dadgummit.
Hinesley lets it bounce off his face mask. It's intercepted by number 81. Great job by Jamison Hinesley. No. That's Bartlett to come in there and make the touchdown-saving tackle, but not before Farmington gets it down inside the 5-yard line, and they're going to have a 1st and goal right there.
Oh, quick change. That was just right off his face, bounced right there in his hands.
I mean, he almost got it. He almost caught it off the bounce off of his helmet, and just the Farmington defender picks it out of the air. Man, what a turn of events. Thankful for the defensive touchdown, as we've said multiple times, because you expect the Cardinals, if they score here, to go for 2 to try to tie the game rather than, a score putting them ahead.
They've got their heavy set coming. Nope, don't need you.
Well, they've got their play clock down to 12 now, so they're going to have to hurry to get it off. 10 seconds now.
Sutton's in. That was their old power.
They're in there. Touchdown Cardinals. We fully expect them to go for 2 here as they trail 14-12 currently.
No.
They're going to bring Zavala. Is that Zavala that they brought out? No, that's not Zavala. I thought it was too.
The way he was running in, it looked like him. Big play here. 6:56 left to go.
Sutton went to the sideline looking for the call, and I agree. 22 looked like Zavala trotting onto the field, but it's not.
It looked like he had something in his hand as well.
Yeah. It's Elliott Thompson instead. So Sutton's going to be the quarterback. Elsic's in the backfield. Man in motion. Fake. They're going to try to throw for it, and that's a bad idea by the Cardinals. They do work a man open late, and sometimes a busted play is the best play that you got, because the initial read for the quarterback was going to the right.
Yeah.
Eagles had that covered up. He somehow comes back and finds Elsick in the flat for the 2. Tie game, Grant, 14-14.
Guys, that was just a pretty good play by the quarterback there to extend his time back in the backfield there. Unfortunately, the Eagle defender just made the wrong choice coming at the quarterback instead of playing the pass there.
Well, those guys playing defense on the backside, they were in good position. They just didn't get there to make the tackle before Elsick, who had the full head of steam, could force his way into the end zone.
You're exactly right, Corey. I mean, they kind of, what it looks like, they began to cheat over when the quarterback went over to that right side, and he just turned right back around and had a wide open man.
Well, all is not lost here as Zavala is set to kick it away. Eagle offense is going to get the ball with plenty of time on the clock. The problem is you need one of those drives that takes a long time and you score and don't give the Cardinals much time yourself. That's Fawcett again after the short kick. He's going to get the ball up to the 34-yard line and be taken down right there.
Yeah, because if we can score with, 2 minutes left, that's going to put Farmington in a situation where they're not comfortable. They're not a passing team.
They want to keep the ball on the ground.
They do. They want
and power football their way down the field.
Exactly. So not saying that they can't push the ball vertically up the field. It's just not their forte.
All right, so Lane Hunter's still in the backfield. He's trying to find some running room on the right side, and the defense of the Cardinals did exactly what we were talking about earlier that the Eagle defense did, and just stretched that out. Okay, Kirk's coming back. We hadn't seen – not that I didn't want Lane Hunter out there. I was just hoping Seth wasn't hurt.
Yeah, hadn't seen him in a couple of plays. And Lane Hunter doing a good job coming in and bringing a different run style to the offense.
Also, thank you to the Farmington fans that helped out tonight. We appreciate you very much.
Kirk's going to swap sides.
Play clock under 10 now. 6 seconds. Myers gets it off in time. Low snap. Seth Kirk off right tackle, and he ran like he ran into a brick wall. You rarely see him bounce backwards. I think he ran into the back of Bishop there. It was either Bishop or
and he wasn't,
Kimbrell.
He wasn't going down. He just got caught from the backside.
Yep. That's going to bring up 3rd and long again, and we've seen that way too many times tonight. Hopefully this offensive line can hold up here and give Myers a little bit of time to pass. Myers is going to roll to his left. Kirk out there trying to help. Myers is going to run, and he's not going to make it.
Nope.
They're actually going to say he was tackled inbounds.
Huh.
Yeah, they continue to roll the clock, so we're going to see the punt team again for the Eagles, and defense is going to have to try to make a big stand here.
Time for that turnover.
Yes.
Farmington has come in and played a real physical game defensively.
Well, you know, Coach Sweeney talked about that on the coaches show about this is a good defense we're about to play.
Yeah, they've seemed to blitz at the right time, apply pressure. Dadgummit.
And I don't know exactly what happened there, but Hinsley decided at the last minute not to try to get the kickoff, and it's very, very costly for the Eagles.
That's going to set Farmington up inside the 30 at the 26, 27? 28.
So, I mean, you're getting close to Zavala's field goal range as it is with the turnover on downs there. So, you know, that turnover you keep begging for and or, you know, some lost yardage or penalty yardage is what the Eagle defense needs to.
Yeah.
That's what we need. I wonder if this is going to be a pass play. Get the backup running back in the backfield. Nope, they're going to give it to him. He's going to work his way up there for a gain of a yard or two.
And he picked up 2.
That's Jacob J., the backup running back for the Farmington Cardinals.
Sutton still in the game at quarterback.
Farmington in no hurry, obviously. They're wanting to do exactly what I talked about the Eagles doing on their last possession, run this clock down and score with not much time. It's going to be Jay again, and Trubiano has him. Ball's on the ground. Eagles have the football. Eagles have the football. Trubiano had a hold of Jay, had him stacked up, and somebody else comes in and knocks the ball loose. Who was it, Steve?
That's what we needed.
Here's the replay. There's Truby. He's got him stacked up. I think it was Schultz, possibly. I think Schultz is the one that might have knocked the ball away. So Myers is going to bring his troops out to the field here. 4 minutes and 15 seconds left on the game clock. We got a little out of sync trying to run the replay there, so just bear with us while we get that synced up here. There is 4 minutes and 15 seconds left to play. Eagles with 2 timeouts left.
We hope that changed that momentum because Farmington had it all.
Myers gives to Kirk on the zone read play. That's what we're talking about. Prime time, baby. That's a first down run out to the 45-yard line.
That clock is a running. They're showing pressure.
Myers gives it to Kirk again. Kirk's going to be hit. Does fall forward out to the line of scrimmage. No gain, 2nd and 10.
Somebody's hurt.
That's a player for the Cardinals. Steve, with this stop in action, we need to do some commercials. Okay, yeah, let's go ahead and hit those commercials.
When you're in an accident, sometimes it's hard to make a decision on what to do. At Conway Collision Center, we'd be happy to walk you through this mess.
As a family-owned, long-standing company, we walk you through every step of the process while valuing and respecting your car like our own. We'll treat your car like our own. Our reputation depends on it.
Vilonia Pizza Pro is a locally owned and community-oriented business focused on serving the people of Vilonia. Check in regularly for special deals and new menu items. On Friday nights, catch Eagle Vision live in the new dining area featuring 4 big screen TVs. Pizza Pro of Vilonia.
Back to the field. Erie all alone down here on our side of the screen. Referee resets the play clock. Bartlett and Casper in the slot. Hinsley way up top. Myers gives to Kirk. Cesar Fuentes was leading. Had a couple of guys squirt inside him. They ultimately got a hold of Kirk. Picks up 2, but that's going to leave another 3rd and long. And this has not been the Eagles' friend tonight so far,
It has
Alan.
not. And it seems like we've come up on these are our drive killers right here, this 3rd and 7, 3rd and 8. So let's hope we've got a good one drawn up here.
Absolutely. I don't even know what I would say here because it's like we've thrown everything at them but the kitchen sink. And Farmington's just done a good job playing us. It's going to be Erie on the stop route. That's a first down catch.
And we're winding the clock.
Great job. I think, he was winding the play clock, and now he stops the game clock. But the ball wasn't even set for play, so I don't know why they're – wow. Oh, I've been on him hard enough. I'm just going to let him pass on that one. Myers gives to Kirk, straight up the middle. Kirk slipping tackles, running hard, prime time out to the 30-yard line.
And he made some folks miss there. He gave a little wiggle in the middle and squirted out through the backside. Yeah, he's up over 100 now. Play clock's down to 2:38. We got plenty of time. Calm down. Let's make a good play.
It's going to be Kirk again. Kirk's hitting the backfield, but he slips it. There's a flag, and that is not what we needed to see right now.
Not from that guy. He's been on it all night. So we know that's in the holding area.
Oh, yeah.
And we were approaching the Bigfoot area, so that may push us out.
Holding on the offense.
Are you saying we were getting near Sasquatch territory?
That's where we was at. But
maybe that's what we should have called him, Squatch. I like Bigfoot better, I guess.
Yeah. Well, could you imagine me trying to say Squatch all the time?
I'm afraid what might come out. So let's stay with Bigfoot. Just forget I even said that.
Yeah.
1st and 20 after the penalty yardage. Myers fakes to Kirk, throws a little flip out to Bartlett. Oh man. Another one of those dadgum shoestring tackles.
And they've done it well. They've been just close enough to stop that. That's a big play that they just killed.
That's a great throw by Myers. I thought it was tipped, but then I realized he was lobbing it up to get it over that guy, so Bartlett had a chance to catch and run. That was a great pass by Myers.
They got that dude listed at 6 foot, but
Kirk,
he looks about 6'7".
Straight ahead, spins out of the first tackle. It's it looked like they're only spotting him for 1 yard. Even though he ended up all the way up near the 30. How does that work?
I don't know. Another 3rd and long, though.
4 down territory, no doubt about it for the Eagles.
Is it?
Well.
What if we get it to the 24, 25?
That's it. I mean, that's that 50-something yarder. You know, you.
Well.
All
right, Grant. As Farmington takes a timeout, here's the discussion that Alan and I are having. And, Alan, you got to walk you there, too, if you want to talk to him. Alan was saying if we get it up, somewhere near the 24-yard line-ish on this play, do we run Newman out for the long field goal again?
That would be a tough call. I think you really have to. I think you do.
With the time, I think you do.
I don't think you really have much of a choice.
Okay, yeah, fair point. I'm not saying that we shouldn't. I mean, we ran him out there for what was going to be a 51-yarder at the end of the half. The snap was low, so we really don't know what the leg was going to do.
Right.
It's going to be interesting to see how this plays out for sure.
I think you've got to send Newman out there to give him a shot at least.
Yeah, so if the ball's spotted at 25, he's 7 yards deep. That's 42 yards. So.
And we know he's capable of 50-plus.
Yeah, so the leg's there for it. Time clock running down. They're going to get the ball at the 20.
Okay, I'm sorry. I see, and that's where math is key because when you're saying the 24, I'm thinking the 34. That's why I'm saying a 50-plus yarder. Oh, yeah, if we get it there, definitely we're kicking. There's no doubt.
Yeah, that'd be more like if we don't get a yard right here.
3 receivers bunch down here on this side of the screen. Myers, straight drop.
He drops the
He
ball.
puts the ball on the turf. Thankfully, he falls on it, so we're back at the 40 now. And
do we play for overtime here?
I say before we do anything, we let this play clock completely run out, and then we decide what we're going to do.
Farmington's going to call a timeout.
They're not yet. If so, they should have called it 21 seconds ago.
Yeah, but they're not. Our offense looks like it's coming back out.
Erie all alone down here.
What do we got to get here? We got to get 20 yards.
20 yards. 2 safeties over the top, so cover 2 defense. Myers, straight drop. Drop some more. Now he's being chased. Loads. He's just running around trying to kill clock. Now he's pointing guys down the field. Loads up. Throws it deep for Hinsley, and it is intercepted at the 1-yard line. It was intercepted, but the guy steps out of bounds at the 1. So if they get it, that's where they're going to have to play from.
And that was a good scramble by Myers. So
that guy would have actually been better to just knock that ball down, but he's not thinking that at that moment. He's thinking, I'm picking this.
Yes. And that's a hard call to make, seeing the ball up in the air like that.
True. Hinsley's kind of signaling like the flag might.
For multiple fouls on the play by the offense. All those fouls will be declined. Interception at the 1-yard line. Farmington ball.
All right. Do you send the house?
No. Yes. Yes and no.
All right, you got to send 5. Anyway,
I'm going to send
maybe 6.
I'm gonna drop. Let me think about it. Let me count. Yeah, 6 is what I'm sending. Play. Yeah, that's right. So so if I've got to do it in quick thinking here, I'm manning up my corners.
Yep.
My 3 safeties are playing prevent, and I'm sending everybody else. Anything else that's over the middle, I trust my safeties or my corners to go get it.
27 ticks left. Just stop the big play.
Fawcett's going to drop back deep, so it's actually going to be the 2 corners and Hinsley in the prevent. And Farmington does fall ahead. We've got the football. Eagles have the football. What's the signal? They do. It's a fumble. Eagles have the football.
Oh, my goodness.
Josiah Nelson thinks he scored, but they did blow it dead. But either way, we have the football inside the 5-yard line. What a crazy turn of events.
Grief. Don't even know how that ball come loose.
We've got the replay up on the screen right now. The ball just comes squirting out. Okay, so, Nelson was on his knees. It just rolled to him, and he picked it up. Nelson, Josiah Nelson, yes.
Wow. What a way. 2 turnovers here late in the 4th.
Cardiac kids, for sure. Now, we've still got to punch this in. So
we've still got to get 4 yards.
22 seconds. Eagles have 1 timeout. Cardinals have 2 timeouts.
This has got to be a play back towards the middle of the field.
Well, we've got our jumbo set in.
I know, but we still got to.
I see what you're saying.
We still need to make sure we're getting Newman lined up.
Farmington's going to take a timeout. Josiah, the headhunter Nelson, coming up with a huge fumble recovery. I don't know how the ball got loose. Maybe you could see from down there where you're at, Grant.
What happened was he kind of got in a pile there at about the 2-yard line. A final push from right behind him, and the ball just kind of poked out.
Are you telling me he fumbled by result of friendly fire from his own team?
I'm about 95% sure that's why. The only other explanation was somebody was under him and punched it out.
Well, I know
it flew straight out forwards.
Yeah, I know from what we saw in the replay, Nelson was just back there like trying to figure out where the ball was, and all of a sudden it rolled to him like he was at shortstop, and he fielded it like a ground ball.
It was just an incredible play, and it's a brand new ball game now for the Eagles.
It's really a fascinating turn of events. I mean, we think we've got a chance, then we don't got a chance, then we do.
Yeah, you just can't write that script.
It really just comes down to the fact that you never catch an interception on the 1-yard line.
That I made that comment for sure. But there
Sure
again,
did.
I mean, it's a kid that's saying, I'm going to get me an interception here. So the stick with the jumbo set. Hinsley with primetime Kirk there in the backfield. It's going to be primetime. Right up the middle. He gets a push. Touchdown, V-Town! Wow. Great job by the offensive line to push their way up in there and give Kirk enough room to get into the end zone. And it looks like, what are we doing here? Okay, Newman's coming out. I saw Erie trotting in off the sideline. I didn't know if he was going out there for a 2-point conversion or the hold.
Wow.
Yeah, you got to get the one here, so you're up by 7.
Yeah. There's no question about that.
So Stout's going to kick it. Stout was going to snap it to Erie. Bigfoot's going to kick. He drives it home. Eagles lead it.
They missed wide right.
My gosh. I swear that ball went through from where I sit.
I seen ball remove pole.
Go ahead, Grant.
It really looked like he went through from here, but I guess it didn't. They've got a better view than both of us.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Alan said he saw ball on this side of the pole. What happened to me is it got behind the little post here, and I just assumed it was going to be good. So that's my bad. Hey, Eagles lead it 20-14 nonetheless.
He drove it. I mean, it was his driver. He had his driver out.
Yeah, most assuredly. So with 17 ticks on the clock, what do you think the Cardinals are going to do? I mean, have you seen anything that tells you either one of these quarterbacks can be accurate downfield for multiple passes?
What is scary is their scramblability.
Okay.
So their ability to keep plays alive.
I know what you're talking about.
I know. I'm going to further diagnose that. So their they're Brett Favre-ness. You know?
Yeah. Just run.
Yeah, they're
playground backyard football.
So that's what scares me. We're stopping the initial looks, the secondary looks, but they're able to keep the plays alive long enough to make something happen. And so far, we've been able to contain them to, 5-10 yard little secondary plays.
Yeah, Newman's going to kick one short over here in the corner, and one of the Cardinals, number 11, just kneels on it. That's Tate Pickens.
Yeah, so that's what scares me is they're a tackle away from busting one themselves.
Yeah. With all that scramblability.
Yeah.
Okay. So we are 2 seconds different on the screen versus the stadium clock. 17 seconds on the game clock. Vines is in at the safety position. Let's see here. Bartlett's in at the far side corner. Cartwright drops, scrambles, looking, throws it over the middle. Vines with the interception. Vines at the 40. He's going to just go down. Good decision by Jack Vines. Game-sealing interception right there.
That was an unselfish play. He knew the situation. Just get down, don't fumble it. Let's get in the victory V and be done with this.
So the formation we've been waiting. There is Cartwright's down on the play, so we'll hold on here.
He broke the cardinal rule there.
Rolling one way and throwing back across
late
in the middle.
In the middle.
Who is it late? I didn't want him hurt. I just didn't know. Oh, he didn't. Nobody hit him. I think he twisted his ankle when he jumped and threw it because we didn't even have an Eagle tackler back there.
Unfortunately, he's not fared real well with injuries throughout his high school career.
Well,
so
we wish him well. Hopefully, nothing major.
Yeah, like for him to be able to finish his senior year. And
7 seconds remain on the clock. Cardinals do have one timeout. It'll be interesting to see if they take it. Victory V for Vilonia.
And
Myers takes the knee, and Farmington coaches are going to let it roll. Eagles are going to be victorious on a night where it just didn't
sink.
It's never got comfortable.
Nope.
Never got to that situation where you felt good about the game.
Not until now.
Oh, yeah.
It's triple zeros. Vilonia's got more points than the other team, and now we can exhale.
And you know, really and truly, every one of the Farmington scores has been kind of like a low-scoring kind of a weird, weird-looking score. So you can see why they just ugly the game up.
They do, and they're
okay. So we're being told their defense had only given up 4 touchdowns coming into this game, and we scored 3 on them tonight. So
we almost doubled them up.
Yeah, so not bad for the Eagle offense considering.
That's right, and they did come in and defensively play a physical game. And to look at our defense, I mean, we gave up 2 field goals. We gave them a short field on a pick that Bartlett saved the touchdown, and would they have a 2-yard rushing touchdown?
Yeah, so really, honestly, our
defense played well. I mean, I know it shows 14 points there, but our defense stopped them between the 20s, made them kick field goals.
Yep.
And got a short field, and they picked up 2 yards for 6.
And what you said there, the between the 20s, the yardage is going to show like we had a bad night defensively, but scoring defense was great because when that field shrunk down, man, they got right.
Yeah, they sure did. Kirk on the night, 23 carries, 124 yards, and 2 touchdowns. Myers, 12 of 19, 121. Bartlett, 9 for 102. So, I mean, we done good offensively. It just didn't look like it. And we kept getting ourselves in those 3rd and 7 and 8s.
Yep.
And putting ourselves in hard play calling situations.
A lot of penalty yardage tonight against the Eagles. Way more than we're used to seeing. I'm sure the coaches will clean that up. Not going to lie to you, when I heard Coach Sweeney say that we're facing a good defense in the coaches show, I thought, that's not what I expected out of the Farmington Cardinals. But it was true.
It was.
They're tough. All right. Well, hey, Eagles victorious. They improved to 2-0 in the conference. 3-1 on the season. A win is a win. Why are you shaking?
Are we 3-1? Okay, never mind. You're right.
Greene County. No, we are 4-1. Math is hard. Yeah. This is week 5, not week 4. Last week was week 4.
I thought it was 4-1, and I thought Farmington was 2.
I got the delivery guy down, the delivery man down here. Oh yeah, you're right. 3-1. Keep talking, buddy. Keep talking. Okay, let me reset that. Eagles improved to 2-0 in the conference, 4-1 on the season, and we've got Pea Ridge and the big unknown new to the conference coming into Philip D. Weaver Stadium next Friday night.
Hey, y'all cover that in the postgame show.
We will
see what they've done tonight.
Be live with pregame somewhere between 6 o'clock and 6:30. We never know because we never know how much the coaches are going to talk in the coach show. Either way, we'll have all that greatness for you next Friday night. Tune in with us again.
Bring your pen and pencils for your Allenisms.
And all of your Corey bad math.
Yes.
Because that's going to happen too. All right. Alan Wade, Steve Austin, Grant McNew, Ben Duff.
Tim Nolan.
And Tim Nolan on stats. Stay tuned for the post-game show. I'm sure Grant and Steve have some good stuff for you.
Located on Highway 64 in the Vilonia Commons, Charlie's Corner carries Lucky Brand and Duckhead clothing. Charlie's Corner also offers Oxford golf shirts and polos. Be sure to check out their Razorback apparel as well as Hey Dude and other top name brand shoes for men. Charlie's Corner, always a proud supporter of the Vilonia Eagles and Vilonia Eagle Vision broadcast crew.
When the game is on the line, your team needs a plan. You don't have to know much about football to know that hoping everything works out isn't going to cut it. The same is true for your finances. Hope isn't a plan. Whatever winning looks like for you, you need a financial plan written on paper on purpose to help you work toward that goal. Genwell Financial Advisors. Give us a call at 501-205-7000 or visit our new Conway location at 700 Front Street to get started today.
The new Hawks Homes, you will be amazed the moment you walk in.
Check out our website, take a virtual tour of our homes, see us on Facebook. There are hundreds of floor plans to choose from.
Our family team is trained to design the perfect home for you.
We deliver anywhere in Arkansas and surrounding states.
So come on by and visit the Hawks family today. You'll see why we're Arkansas's #1 dealer,
Conway
and Little Rock.
Hawks Mobile Homes, we're home sweet home.
Are you looking for a pharmacy that does more than just hand out prescriptions in a paper bag? A pharmacist that knows you and your family members on a first-name basis? Well, Vilonia Family Pharmacy is a good neighbor pharmacy located in the heart of Vilonia, offering personal, thoughtful care to its customers. Visit or call today at 501-796-2204 and see why they are so locally loved and trusted. D&N Construction has been a proud supporter of the Vilonia Eagles as a locally owned and operated business since 2011. For any commercial, residential, and remodeling needs, be sure to call D&N Construction at 501-796-6316. Once again, D&N Construction is a proud supporter of Vilonia Eagle Vision and the Vilonia football team. Go Eagles!
And Steve, we are back. It is post-game. Eagles just walk away with a big-time win over the Farmington Cardinals, who came to town ready to play. They had a week off to take a break, rest, recover, relax, and prepare. They were ready for the Eagles tonight, just couldn't get the job done.
That's right. You know, we talked about it in post-game, turnovers, and that was the key to the game. I mean, Farmington just kind of shot themselves in the foot, and, I mean, that's all you can say. Our defense just rose to the occasion tonight. They did an excellent job.
You're exactly right, Steve. Our defense, you know, I think Corey said a little bit about this earlier before we came into the postgame. Yards-wise, defense a little bit lackluster, not too bad, but, you know, red zone defense was just impeccable. Farmington really couldn't do much in the red zone.
Man, that there at the end, you know, that on 1 yard line, and they fumble it. We get the ball back. I mean, that's how big is that?
Well, you got to think about there's a flag thrown. I believe it was against Vilonia. I'm about 95% sure.
You don't say.
They catch the interception on the 1 yard line, and Farmington declines the penalty.
Mm-hmm.
My question would be to those coaches, why on God's great green earth would you ever decline that penalty?
I kind of question that with myself there, Grant.
I mean, they had the opportunity to make it, I think, 4th and like 30 from about the 50-yard line. Instead, they decide to take the ball at their own 1 yard line, and you see exactly why you don't do that.
Yeah, but just give a shout-out to these Eagles. I mean, there's no quit in them. And, you know, they could easily, you know, try to take it to overtime, but they didn't. You know, they hung in there, and this is, you know, 3 games in a row that has come down to the end.
I mean, yeah, you've got this one, Clarksville, and then Russellville. Yeah. I mean, it's just –
That's why I've got gray hair, Grant.
Steve, you have a lot of reasons to have gray hair, according to you.
That's a big reason. Them and the Razorbacks. That's the reason I've got gray hair.
Look, the Razorbacks – you don't expect the Razorbacks to perform, though. But, you know, you got to go – when looking at individual performances, you've got to single out 2 really big guys. You got Jaquel Lovelace, that very first touchdown, pick 6. I don't know if Corey texted Newman asking if I called it. I did. Madeline actually heard me as well. So multiple sources, I called it. I said, next play, pick 6, and it was. But I think defensively, you've got to take him MVP.
Absolutely. I mean, that just got us going. You know, we were in a slump. We couldn't get nothing going. He that pick 6 just got us going. And shout out to him. I mean, every game, Lovelace is getting better.
Oh, yes. And he's starting, you know, you saw a little bit of it tonight, and you could kind of tell, not in the Clarksville game, he didn't really throw the ball, but you could kind of tell in the Russellville game, hey, this dude, he's got something to him.
Yeah.
He kind of looks like he knows what he's doing a little bit.
This game tonight, this win over Farmington, we're sitting pretty in conference. You know, got Pea Ridge coming in next week, which will be a big one.
Right.
But right now, you got to say the Eagles are in the driver's seat. You know, they control their own destiny in conference. So let's just keep it rolling.
Hey, Steve, if you had to pick anybody in the offense for player of the game, who would it be?
Boy, it's tough. It's tough. You know, I personally – that offensive line did great job tonight. I mean, they stood their ground. They made holes that, you know, they could run through. I'd have to give it one to them.
But who?
Good question. I'd like to Bishop.
Tristan Bishop, he did look like.
Watching him, he had some good pancakes.
Oh, yeah.
Out there.
Corey and Allen called his name a lot tonight.
Yes.
I think he did a fantastic job and really just opened things up and was really a leader on that offensive side of the ball. I think you've got to take him.
Great senior leadership.
Yes, even with the performance of Seth Kirk, Keenan Bartlett, and so many other guys, I think you've got to take him, like you said, for that senior leadership, for the job he did on the line, those pancakes, opening holes up, and just, being a great lineman. I think you've got to take him for this.
Absolutely. The defensive line just week after week doing an outstanding job with Bishop there, the anchor of it. So let's go with him. I'll give him the offensive player of the game.
You know what, Steve? I think following that, we might as well go ahead and wrap it up. So for everybody here on the Eagle Vision crew, I'm Grant McNew alongside Stone Cold Steve Austin. Also in the booth with us tonight was Corey Erie, Alan Wade, Tim Nolan on the stat sheet, and the one and only Mr. Buff Ben Duff behind the camera.
I like it. We have a new nickname. Hey, join us next week for P. Ridge coming into town. It's going to be a great game here at Philip D. Weaver Stadium again. Go Eagles.